this game. So, I don't know. Do you guys want me to do the full length of the game, or do you want me to just cut it off at like 1 o'clock?
I'm up for anything.
Alan, what about you? You are the main person I'm asking because
he's-
you have like work and stuff.
I just came back. What happened?
Okay, so we're ready to start the game, and I'm asking if you guys want me to do the full length thing because you're starting like an hour late, or do you want me to just kind of cut it off a bit short so you don't miss anything? Because I know you want to, because I know you have stuff to do in the morning and all that kind of stuff. So if you want me to cut it short like around 1 o'clock, or if you want me to go the full length of it.
Do we want a deadline?
To 1.
Alright.
Okay then.
Sorry, honeys.
It's cool.
Not
I'm only
bad.
slightly annoyed.
Only slightly. That's okay.
Addiction, Aura, what are you doing?
Okay.
Now that I properly know how to use the website now.
Control Windows P. Let me just expand my. Yeah, basically. Let me just take Shaq's sheet for a bit. Rihanna Keeves Jr. Oh god, what is it again? Is it this one? No, it's not that one. This one, here it is. So, yeah.
Jesus.
This is basic. So, Shaq, whenever you need to do something, just tell me and I'll click it over here for you, okay? You sure? Okay, cool. So I'll put it there. Fucking hell! I hate you. I hate you with the hatred of 1,000 suns. Your children will forever be born with autism. Your left nipple will always be a little bit higher than your right.
And you will have a third nipple
Your
in the
shoulder will
middle of your
always click
chest.
whenever you move it. Your knees will never be the same height. And your ankles will always hit each other whenever you walk. Your thighs shall forever chafe, even in jeans.
Oh no, not the jeans!
And
No.
worst of all, whenever you put on underwear, that one pubic hair will stick in the worst spot. So whenever you sit up or sit down, it will pull and hurt like a very annoying ant.
You will always have pubic hairs twisted into band.
So, let's start. Does anybody want to give Aura a recap of the last episode, or do we just want to start with nothing? Shaq, I want you to come a bit closer because I don't know if they hear you. Can both of you hear Shaq poof?
You guys hear me?
For the most part, yeah.
What about you? Can you hear Shaq?
Yeah.
Okay. So, here we are. So, we last left off with the two thunking sounds of a small cat and a small halfling smacking their heads at the bottom of the stairs as they were knocked out.
Oh.
Ow.
So, you remember those images I sent you guys a while ago? That I said your dreams are haunted by these images?
Shit, I forgot about.
Okay, so let me go back. Alan, I believe... Okay, dreams. So, Alan, yours, if I'm correct, is an image of a person standing, legs together, arms extended. They look towards you. Their features are blacked out. Flames start surrounding them and spinning, slowly expanding inward towards them and outward from them. As the flames expand outward, you get to zoom in towards their skin as it begins to burn, seeing each little fleck of flesh basically start to char and shrink and dehydrate, and then the veins from it start exploding out with just cinders of blood. And slowly starts to just conflagrate into just a skeletal body, with the center of its body burning through. It points a finger towards you, and it says something, but the flames are roaring too hard in your ears for you ever to see it. The heat of it is so intense that you feel like you're suffocating just by looking at it. When you awake, you will be awaking in a hot flash, basically, sweating in your actual fur. Next up, let me go to Aura now.
Damn, I'm getting menopause at 15.
Aura,
You're pretty old, aren't you, then?
Lysh. You are asleep, but in the midst of your dream, you were dreaming of something really entertaining, and then it switched over to a dark, storming night, raining continuously. You see the ground start to give way as small pillars of hard light and what seems to be floating, perfectly cut slabs of black rock protrude from the earth. The rock seems to have some sort of arcane writing on them that extend offward of the actual surface itself. And as your eyes kind of carry your way through all of these, you notice that there is a woman. Her back is facing towards you. She's dressed in a dark blue dress and she's holding a very large umbrella above her. The umbrella itself is showering her with a straight line of golden light that harshly contrasts with the dark blue sky around her. She doesn't look around, but as you look towards where her head is tilted up, you see that if you squint hard enough, there is something lurking in the fog, in the sky, in the distance. The size of it is immeasurable, and you've never thought about something this distant. It feels so wrong, but at the same time, it feels like it belongs there. You almost feel like it's calling towards you. You almost feel like it's there for you. When you awake, you will awake and hit your head on the top of the barrel that you're in.
Ah!
Wait, and now Shaq. Shaquille, Mr. Rihanna Keeves, you hear the sound of a million birds and a million flutes and a million violins being plucked in the worst chord possible. You see debris, you see particles, you see the earth itself give way and destroy itself and sort of disintegrate and then reconfigure itself back into shapes that are unnatural to the natural world. Then you see what appears to be like an eye opening. There is an arcane ring around it, but the words are spinning too fast for you to be able to understand it. And in the middle of it is a small flicker of blue lightning. And as you try to approach, you see your hand reach out towards it. It expands, and as it touches your hand disintegrates, showing your skeleton and veins, but not your flesh. And as it reaches all the way up to your forearm, you, in a panic, try to flee and run back. But as you do, it expands even faster, and then you see it slowly reach your face. And you awake. And as you awake, you feel that kind of feeling of sleep paralysis, but you're like midway through getting up. So you're basically you're like in a push-up position, but you're stuck there because your body is just too tense. I need everybody to make me a concept.
Oh,
This one? Oh wait, this is it.
so I can just click a thing. Right?
Ooh,
Oh yeah, you're rolling, Shax.
yeah. Okay then. So, Alan, why is your image this? What is this thing above your thing right now?
Well,
I'm seeing LO7G3 FTO the MS is this. There's a whole bunch of this.
I don't know what the hell.
I'm gonna send you an image of
The
it.
language of the gods.
Okay, so you apparently know Underdog or some shit right now.
I know this song, but that don't look up this song.
So, all of you.
That's what I just scream out in my sleep.
So as you all get up, Toka and Rianu, you feel sick at heart. Like you feel like, what's the best way to describe it? You feel like you've eaten an egg that was out too long. You feel like you've eaten a banana, but it's soft and mushy. You
Like,
feel like
it feels like my throat is turning into intestinal tradition.
yes, basically. As Toka, you vomit up. Rihanna, you have a small migraine, and you actually drip 2 tears from your eyes of blood.
Oh.
And Vish, because I need a way to segue you right into hello there. Is that roll? Yeah, that was just that. Because Lysh, I need a way to segue you into this. You just appear from a nearby barrel as you are frothing at the mouth and looking very much afraid.
Oh!
Lysh, describe yourself to your new party, who I'm going to force you to be friends with right now.
Oh, that's just fine. She's friends with everybody. So, Lysh is pretty much, well, the picture's black. Her default color is usually red. Dragonborn?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would like to say she inherited a tail from her father, if that's okay.
You have a very small tail, but every now and again it grows. It never seems to stay the same length.
Oh, okay. They have a weird random tail.
It's enough to hold on to wing.
She's a child.
How could you? I'm nude!
Then again, Tuka is also a child, so I guess that's kind of...
But I'm not allowed to pet the kitty!
Yeah, Tuka's 15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're a man.
Yes, you are. How old are you?
Me?
Wow.
Oh.
Wait, how old is Junior?
Hey, check
Oh yeah, let me see. Bio... 55.
Wow.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, sucks! Well then!
Halfling girl for a guy.
Honestly, he's at the right age for him to actually be wanting to go on an adventure. I
Yeah.
need Tuka to make me a history check. Not Rianu, not Lysh, but Tuka. History check.
I know smart.
You have actually advantage on this from your dream, so yeah, you do know actually. You remember the very dark night that you and Rianu ushered onto this ship by your unknown acquaintance? That he also ushered in two other people. One of them you didn't see at all, but you noticed that they had a tail, and the tail seemed similar to this one's tail. Of course, this person wasn't frothing the first time you saw them, but you assume that this is them as well.
Wait, she just has a bunch of wrenches on her. Yes, looks small for a dragon.
Well, I'm still wheezing from whatever the fuck that nightmare was, so I'm just on my knees.
Oh,
That's good. Alright then. So it takes you all about 5 minutes to gather your senses. When one of you does gather your senses, you help. I'm gonna say that Mr.
I
Rihanna
crawl
gets-
my way towards this strange lizard person.
Rianu regains his posture first, and then he rubs your back, Tuka, to kind of help you get over your little coughing fit.
It's okay, man.
aw.
He has blood in his eyes. His eyes are like red. And then both of you go over to Lysh and just help her in whatever way you can. All of you are now properly awake. If you want to give introductions to each other, feel free.
Oh. Yeah, that wasn't nice.
Hi!
Oh god. Yeah, it's pretty rough.
And
Oh,
By the way,
uh,
that's just in a normal barrel.
Talk over.
were you always here?
I've been kind of stuck in the barrel. I thought I seen something shiny at the bottom, and I don't know really what happened.
I think that's a good thing that you don't know.
yeah, you're right. That was.
Actually, would I notice the smell of blood?
The what?
Would I
There is
notice
no
the smell of
blood.
blood? I thought like a
There
bunch
is
of
no-
people died.
You don't sense any undead right now,
Oh yeah.
which is really confusing.
Because I
Which is
should.
confusing in confusing to your player, but not to your character. You just feel like you just woke up in the worst possible way right now.
I've been stuffed in a
Tuka
barrel.
and Rianu, you both know that you've been asleep on these stairs for the past 8 hours. I'm only going to give you a short rest, but basically your HP is back up to full. I'm going to say that you guys just had a really bad night of sleep because the way you guys were contorted on the stairs, basically Rianu slept as a permanent scorpion, and Tuka, somehow your head and arms landed in between the banisters of the stairs.
Irish
Lysh.
yoga?
Yes, Lysh, somehow you managed to fit your face through the hole of the barrel, your tail through the top of it, and your legs through the bottom, which was very confusing.
Oh. Oh, that was very uncomfortable.
Yes. So, now you've all been acquainted and getting up. What do you wish to do?
Oh god. we should probably check if anyone's still alive.
What happened? What'd I miss?
Oh,
God.
Oh yeah, or if you want to move your character, just click them and just drag them across, okay?
Oh, that tiefling looking. I hope he doesn't mind the slaps last night.
Slaps?
So as you enter in, you see that everybody is kind of sitting down. They look a bit groggy. Everybody does. There seems to be a lack of that normal cherry warmth that you guys have been accustomed to for the past month. Whenever the morning comes around, like the little idle chatter people have, some people talking about dreams, some people talking about things, it's all gone. Everybody's quiet. They're looking down. They're looking around. Their eyes seem incredibly tired, and they don't seem to be talking to anybody. Don't even seem to be interacting with each other. They seem to be sitting or lying by their bed, just existing a bit. They look at you as you enter, but they don't pay you any mind at all.
I reach into my hands and I throw out of some glitter. Hello, I'm Lysh! Pleasure to meet you.
They look at you.
I'm gonna try and dodge out of that glitter.
Make me a deck save.
I think I.
Good luck, kitty.
You walked in and your hair is covered in glitter. And Alan, you have been able to avoid a lot of it, but there's a bit of it on your tail.
Uh,
I shake my head like, okay, yeah, nice.
Alan, you also notice that as you have walked in, you've left a trail, like a paintbrush trail of blood where your tail was.
Oh, that's not good.
don't mind that.
It is that time of the month, isn't it?
Oh,
I'm sorry, that was a really bad joke.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
I currently make my way over to to our Smiley.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah?
The one who would
As long as you don't make me buy pads. You're not friggin'.
Rianu walks up towards a member of their group. Do you remember his name? Okay then. You remember that his name is... Oh god. Sylventu Swivelblind.
Ace of it is. Sorry, give me a second.
You need to talk louder.
Oh, sorry.
Come here, actually come here.
come on, come over here.
That
Get
way-
close.
Yeah, that way they can hear you and I can actually feel like you're talking louder enough for them to hear.
Okay.
I wish I had like a dub. My fucking... Yeah, like legit, bro. I am the dungeon master, I have keeps.
Okay. I walk over him like, yeah. We went downstairs and we found out what's down there. You got a payment?
He just, without even looking up at you at all, he just puts his hand in his pocket, moves it around a bit, and pulls out 2 platinum pieces for you. They look like, basically, they look like they look like one of those metal rulers you used to have in high school, cut in half to be about 6 inches long, and at the top of it it's rounded, like half a circle, and there's a small triangle there with some engravements on it. From his, basically saying what region he comes from. You're not used to aren't used to this symbol, but the quality of this platinum piece is legit, as much as you can tell.
Thanks. Apparently they had vampire children around, I think.
He looks at you, and he looks at you. His eyes say enough for you to understand that you shouldn't say these things out loud right now.
I used
He then points to you, and points over towards where you guys are sleeping.
oh,
There is a huge pile of blood there.
Oh,
As in, to the point that this guy here, 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 and this lady here have been, their entire backs and sides are coated in red liquid from having been sleeping in the blood.
I realized that I've been talking out loud and came to telepathy. And I explained what we found is
You hear in your mind as well, he responds, I understand. Just, this isn't really something that's easy to talk about. There are monsters below us,
Yeah, they are.
and there are monsters above us.
I think the monsters above us. But I remember.
I'm talking about the captain. Well, no shit. If a person owns a ship, they would know what's on the ship. If there are things down there, then obviously she would have known about them.
I put in our lives. What? Something.
I don't know. But right now, all I know is that I want to get off this boat and to kill that captain.
For now, I don't know if you know how to sail a ship like this.
I know how to crash one,
Prefer not.
and we're already near land.
Are we crashing a party?
Oh no, we're talking in our head. We just looking at each other.
Yeah, they have been looking at each other, and kind of Rianu has been like idly looking around the room. They don't seem to be making a lot of eye contact, but they're just standing next to each other. Well, Rianu's standing next to the sitting man, but the sitting man is almost as tall as himself. They don't seem to be talking, they just seem to be in very deep thought right now.
Oh, okay.
I make my way back. Still communicating.
Like,
It's on my
have enough of it.
I can see it tell them like, yeah, that is great and all, but we've already been trusted. I'm not gonna crash the ship.
They're vampires. If you don't know the stories, then you don't know. How vampires can't go over running water. They can't swim. They crash the ship. I can swim, you can swim, everybody here can swim. They die. Either way, I've told you enough right now. I need to gather myself. I was not ready for this. Either way, we should be careful. I don't trust these pirate folk anymore.
I head back over to Tuka. Like.
Oh, I'm over here.
Tuka's like admiring the cannon right now, kind of sitting on it, looking around and just admiring the cannon.
I slipped the I slipped
It's okay.
Tuka piece into.
You're kind of cutting out there.
Oh,
Like I said, talk louder.
I slip the piece of platinum into your pocket since it was a even. One each for each.
Nice, I'll just give a subtle thumbs up.
Okay then.
Drug deal!
You notice Keanu wink at you, you give a thumbs up, but you don't know why.
You have no idea. Is my bed,
Thanks, I guess.
my bed's still covered in blood.
Yes, like this. Okay, let me actually just draw it in there quickly for you guys. Draw a shape.
Just a big red square.
Oh.
Oh god.
1 second, I just realized these things. Polygon line, there we go. Sorry, hold on. Is there anything?
Difficulties.
Not blue, that's weird.
Could be blue, I mean, why not? It's a fantasy world.
Oh,
Hi!
Jesus Christ. Okay, that's a lot.
Yes.
Okay.
I did not joke when I said they're literally, their entire bodies are soaked. Like, you're looking at the tiefling, he is lying down, his eyes are unblinking, and his pupils are dilated as he's looking at his hand. And he's creating a ball of purple light and looking directly at it. You kind of get the gist that it's the same feeling you would have if you were to look directly at the sun.
Oh.
I put my hands on his shoulder. You okay there,
He
man?
slaps you away.
Oh, okay. Had a rough night, wasn't it?
I'm gonna prestidigitation my bed clean.
It is clean, and then the blood seeps back over it.
I do it again.
You may want to drag your beds
It
out.
happens again.
I'm gonna press. There. As soon as I can.
Sure, feel free to try. It's going to take you about an hour to do this much.
You ain't got nothing to do. I'm just gonna softly keep. I'm gonna keep prestidigitation until this place.
While you do that, I'll do it the old-fashioned
Where's
way.
it? Where's all the blood going?
No, it just cleans it. Like it never says it goes. In. Just
Yes,
cleans it.
but I'm saying that it is being cleaned, as in the area you have is being cleaned because it's pushing everything away from it. Where's the blood going?
Ain't no ball.
There are a lot of them around the area. They go to the layer below, where you guys assume the vampires are.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Well, I don't need this bed sheet anymore.
As you said,
Shit.
so you'll spend an hour doing that, so I'll just clean it up for you there. So, Toka, what do you do?
My bed sheet is still dirty as.
Okay then.
I'm just gonna yeet that out the side of the ship. Be like, see?
Make me a perception as you throw it out there. Okay, there is something really big and dark approaching.
Oh. Lovely.
There's something really big and dark approaching.
Sorry, I'm not.
It's very large and dark.
I look through the ball.
Make me a perception there, everybody.
Yes, I would. Perception.
Perception.
Okay, Aura, you are looking into the wall.
Oh, okay.
You just assume that they are doing the same thing. Rianu, you notice with your incredibly sharp eyes that have been covered in blood, but wiped away and unblinking for a while, that there is a large rock. The rock that you saw a while ago, those kind of...
Bang,
1 second.
bang.
Hello? Okay.
I'll do.
Yes. Actually, hold the phone. She'll probably call you back.
I run upstairs in response and to see what's going on, in case you want to continue. Just continue.
I'll actually just wait for you a bit. So, basically, you guys see that there is... Rianu explains this to you, that there is what seems to be one of the very large rocky tooths that you guys saw a while ago. Like these large stalagmites that were appearing from the sea that look like teeth around the island you guys are approaching. You guys are
Oh.
basically heading directly into one of them.
Oh! Well then. But I don't
No.
notice this.
You guys
It
have
would
a...
really suck if that was actual tea.
Rianu
Are you sure we should go here, Junior?
Rianu looks at you. We're going to crash.
Oh! Well, fuck, let's go!
You guys have... You guys are going to have about a minute, so 10 turns to be able to do what you want to do before you guys make impact.
First off, I'm gonna scream. Brace for impact.
Okay, that's a free action. And what are you gonna do?
Look around for the sturdiest thing I can see.
There's a dwarf next to you.
I grab onto the door.
Just grab the
Dwarf looks at you. His face shocked. Like, you could see that he's in a, like, his face looks like he's so close to crying. But after hearing whatever you just said, he just grabs onto you and hugs you. His
Aw.
brother hugs him. And then Philio is just there, and he pets you. His hand covered in blood.
We
Oh.
are now a dwarf pile.
Yes. Philgio grabs two of the bedrolls that are dry, and then just basically wraps them around his brother, his friends, the two brothers, and because you're in the middle of all of that, you're basically in the middle of a dwarf burrito.
Nice.
Well then.
Okay then, that's what you do.
That-
That's going to take 4 turns to do.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
You have 6. You have
Okay.
6. You can do whatever you want with.
Can I attempt to drop anchor?
Sure. Where's the anchor?
Oh,
Shit.
did we lose the anchor?
No.
Oh, I guess
Where's the anchor usually on a ship?
usually in the middle.
You wanna roll a history check?
I don't know. She's not. No, I think she would have been on a boat, but
You have traveled long and far, but you haven't traveled on one of these vessels before. And even though you may have, you haven't really spent the majority of your time out exploring the boat. You've kind of spent your majority of your time in a barrel,
yeah, true.
every now and again coming out to eat the food. Everybody knows you hide in this barrel, but nobody kind of questions it. They kind of think you're the pirate's pet.
Small.
So, do you want to spend some turns looking for the anchor?
I guess I'll spend some turns looking for the anchor.
Okay. Make me a history check at -8.
How do
Well
I
then.
do? Jesus.
Okay,
Yes.
16 at -8, so that's a 8.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you can make it come on. You gotta get a 19 or 20 on your dice and you'll be able to tell where, you'll be able to know where it is. So, every history check you make is 1 turn.
Okay. You want me to make another one?
It's if you want to make another turn. You have 9 turns remaining. You have 8 turns remaining. 19! Okay, you can tell that there is an anchor here, but the anchor requires you to go down to the 3rd level.
Well, then off I go.
Oh boy.
Alright then.
Be careful there.
You can see the 3rd level is over here, by this way here. So do you head over in that direction?
Yeah. So what, over here?
It's going to take you, but it's going to take you a turn to get down there.
That's fine.
Okay then. As you reach the stairs, you see that it's covered in blood and very bloody footprints of tiny children.
Oh. Didn't think they'd let children on board. Well, we gotta
One
get the
second.
anchor down.
1 second, let me just prepare that map for you.
I shout out behind me, I'm dropping anchor!
So you're going downstairs, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I have no idea what's happening.
Do I
I don't
see you walk downstairs?
Yes, you do.
I immediately hold up. I was like, hold up. You might not want to go down.
Why?
Okay. I'm gonna sound crazy, but just listen, okay?
Oh, honey, you don't know crazy. You haven't met my
there
mother.
are vampire children down below. I think around 8 to 10 of them. Okay? We
can
fought
I-
off a couple last night, and I'm pretty sure there are more downstairs. I wouldn't go down there yet. For whatever reason, they haven't attacked us, and I prefer to keep it that. All in my head, obviously, that's not the frequency.
Like I said, you have only 10 turns. The longer you talk, the less turns you'll have.
Wait, but I don't sense
You
any.
have 1 minute before you crash into this rock.
Oh, right. I thought they were fixing that. Okay.
Yeah, until I drop an anchor.
Drop anchor!
Okay. So, or you go downstairs.
Wait, anchor's downstairs?
Yeah.
That's why I'm running
Go
downstairs.
on top.
I don't sense any undead. Wait, are vampire children undead?
Yes.
So, Aura, you approach the stairs and go down. There's a bloody trail there in front of you.
Oh, lovely.
I follow. Dear God. So,
Yes. Yes, it is. This is not something I sanction.
oh, this is.
Oh,
I guess I should make a
you
perception.
both have 5 turns remaining.
Hmm.
A turn is 6 seconds. It is 1 action, 1 bonus action, and 1 bit of movement.
Do I know where the anchor is?
No! Roll me a history.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna
Yes,
use.
I have to announce it to everybody so they know what you have to do. If I just roll random things, they don't know what I'm rolling for. Because they don't see Shaq rolling, they see me rolling. 8, you don't.
Is there any of the captains still alive? Any of the pirates still alive?
Yeah. Upstairs. The captain. Do you want to go upstairs? It'll take you 3 turns.
Read.
1 to leave this one, 1 to traverse the second, 1 to reach the third. 1 to reach the top.
Oh, hi Ryan. Can I do detect magic?
Okay, so you take your 3 turns to go upstairs.
That sounds like.
So I'll continue with Aura first, because Aura, you have 3 turns right now.
Yep.
What do you do?
I'm gonna do detect magic, because he said there was something downstairs, but
Okay,
I find it.
roll me detect magic.
So do.
Up to concentration of 10 minutes. The duration you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. There's magic within 30 feet of you.
Okay.
You can tell that this magic is a combination of evocation magic and some sort of oh god, shit. 1 second. Let me just get the types of magic here. Magic.
Ah, that's a really bad perception.
Okay, you could tell that there is a sort of abjuration magic, conjuration magic, divination magic, and evocation magic employed downstairs.
Oh.
There's also a little bit of enchantment magic, but it's like enchanted luck. You see nothing. You lose, sir. Good day. You literally see just a little bit of glowing chains in front of you, the banister, and literal darkness next to you. Like you don't even see. You see nothing. I mean it. You see nothing. You see.
I see nothing.
This is all you see right now.
Oh crap! I have no night vision. They said there was something possibly downstairs. I guess I'll take the assumption I'll make my way back upstairs. 'Cause I can't see and there's weird stuff happening. And I don't know what it is.
So, you've taken 2 turns to do all of this, and now you're back up to the 2nd floor.
Yay!
I'm gonna go to shop for a bit, okay?
Go for it.
Okay, let me just fix this map up now. Okay, so Shaq, Rianu, you appear at the top here.
Oh.
Ah, jeez.
You appear at the top here. What do you do?
To try and tune.
The captain is in the corner by a pile of glowing blood, lying down, face kind of like. No, she looks very much depressed. She's in like one of those I'm depressed, don't touch me kind of lying down positions right now.
I walk up to like, Captain, the ship's about to crash. We
Yes.
need your help now.
We kill everything that's in the ship, and they will die.
Wait.
That's what they wanted. That's what he wanted, isn't it?
Whoa. Look, I know you're sad and all, but killing yourself is not gonna bring your friends back.
No,
Okay.
you dumbass. I'm killing them. This ship is a literal walking stake. We're over water that vampires can't swim over. And honestly, I don't want this thing to reach land. This is less about me and more about saving whatever's on that island.
Fine, but at the very least you could have told someone about this.
Oh, I'm sorry, what did you want me to do? There were things blocking the fucking stairs downstairs. They look like 2 dead people. And a cat. Actually, wait, wasn't your friend a cat?
Yes, that was us. We passed out on the steps.
So that's my fault then.
Idiot. Oh,
I'm the only person here who could move a ship, so I'm not an idiot.
okay. Fine. Could you at least hold off on the charging of the ship and let's get some people on the lifeboats, that we see, that's so we can survive this fucking mess?
No, I can't.
Why?
Because it takes 5 turns to clear this thing, and you guys don't have that much.
Damn it.
Yeah, no, like literally it would have taken her 30 seconds to be able to clear this thing. It's a huge thing that's about double the width of the actual ship and about triple the height of it. All the way up. Covered in barnacles and sharp stalag thingies from it. It basically looks like a spike with more spikes, covered in more spikes, covered in barnacles, which is
What
the
is
worst
this
part about
sticky
it.
boy?
Use your special eyes. Look at these things.
So what was your plan for surviving this?
I wasn't going to. I thought that was pretty clear with me lying down in the blood of my dead friends.
Oh, such a wuss. People die. You're a pirate captain. You know this. You
I'm
kill
sorry.
people.
Yes, I have, but also, little one, didn't you run the fuck away from him when he looked at you wrong?
True. I don't scare you, Z, so you should fucking already know this shit is dangerous.
Yes, so therefore you should really understand the situation we're in. We kill them now. We're done. They're done, and we're finished. By the way, you only have one turn left.
I still attempt to try and tune the ship as best as I can.
Alright, then you're gonna roll a strength, and with that strength, we're gonna see how you do.
Awesome.
Oh, 15. You turn it. I'm gonna roll you a history now. Actually, no. What do you want to do? Do you want to use survival? Do you want to use intelligence or wisdom?
Intelligence is the only thing I got going.
Okay then. You roll. You turn.
We haven't seen you for a while.
Greased wheel. You turn. You look at her, and you're smiling. Ha ha! I've saved us. She looks at you. Actually, I think at the angle, we're going to die a lot faster. You somehow managed to Tokyo drift the boat into it.
Oh.
With everyone on the left side going to die first.
Ah, shit.
God damn my drifting skill.
Yes. So that is that. I'm going to go back to Alan, who has, I believe, 7 turns.
Yeah.
So, Alan. Alan.
I walk in.
You have 7 turns. What are you going to do?
I am gonna MacGyver some life jackets out of water skin
Alright then.
and tarps.
The dwarves each have on them 3 water skins.
So you're gonna
And you have
pickpocket
one,
the
I believe.
dwarves?
Yeah, we're all... Fuck it. Empty your water skins and fill them with it.
They empty their water skins. Their water skins are filled with blood. They empty them and will give it to you.
Oh.
Skins are filled with blood.
Why?
Bloody what?
Yeah, their water skins are made from a kind of it's made less of like animal fat and more from a fabric.
Yeah.
It repels water, but after being soaked in something, it can absorb water into it. It's kind of like osmosis basically, but in a water skin. So they don't have to always open their bag to fill it up. They can just dip it in something for a while and pull up it, but it's filtered. Unfortunately, filtered blood is blood.
Okay then.
Ah, shit.
But it's empty now. Do you notice that these water skins are small because they're dwarves? But at the same time, they do seem to have very good craftsmanship about them. With all the water skins that you've been given, you can make 2 life jackets. But only for small creatures too. For large creatures, medium creatures, it will be about half of one.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
It'll be enough to make like the 2 little arm thingies and maybe one thing to kind of balance yourself on top of. That's about it. But that's if you find something to fill it with.
Alright, these 2 are gonna get the life jacket. And I have a second plan.
Alright, then that's going to take 3 turns then. Mainly because they're assisting you throughout all of this, because they kind of understand your craftsmanship side of you and they're able to work alongside you pretty well. Because, one, you've made a relationship with them and you have positive karma with these bitches.
Right, do I know which... Oh yeah, this side, the left side is gonna hit.
4. So what are you going to do?
I'm gonna scream, everyone, man, tech left side! We're gonna fire the fucking cannons!
Okay!
What?
I'm going to roll a D100 to see how well they take this. They don't.
Damn it!
1 dwarf goes down, 2 dwarf goes there, 3 dwarf goes there. 1 stays here, 1 there goes there.
I go here.
1 orc comes down, and 1 man covered in blood head to toe. His hair that used to be yellow is now bright red, comes down. Also, at this point, you see a lizard lady walk up from the stairs. Or that's you.
Do I hear the shout?
Yes.
Oh, I guess I'll make my way down to a cannon. What are we doing?
Shoot the fucking rock!
Okay, I fire it immediately.
On the count of 3.
Or I need you to make me a dex save. or you are blasted back and you will fall down the stairs.
Shit!
So we've managed to somehow split the party 3 ways to Sunday.
Me Tokyo Drift in the boat. Then firing.
Now I'm trapped with the vampire children, not behind the clocked area.
Okay, so I'm going to Shaq now. Shaq, you
Oops.
see the giant rock approaching. It's dark, it's dangerous. It looks like the open mouth of a shark, but on all sides of it. It has infinite teeth, and all of them are strong enough to destroy this thing. It's basically a blender on steroids, but stagnant.
Huh. Fuck. Hell.
You have 6 seconds to do what you can. You can pray to God, you can brace yourself, you can do whatever you want. But in those 6 seconds, this thing is going to come and crash through the entire ship. And you are hoping that the best outcome, it cuts the ship in half. The worst outcome, the ship shatters into such amazing splendors of sparks and stakes that everybody basically becomes an inward porcupine of stakes.
Oh,
God.
Well,
Oh, god damn it.
don't make us reset the campaign already.
I braced myself under the wheel and fucking stab my unbreakable arrow into the wood
cool.
and tie it up.
Okay, I'm just making an attack roll here for you then. Okay, cool. You stab it hard into the ground. It's soaked in blood, so it's kind of softish. I know that's not how wood works, but hey, it's gonna work today. It's stabbed into it and you've managed to just hold yourself in place. You're gripping it with all your might. You're even biting the top of it just to be like.
Tie myself to it.
You don't have time for that. You don't have time.
for that. Okay, fine.
You're holding on to it there. You're ready. You're bracing. You hear it coming. You see the waves crashing. You just hear the crumbling of it. It basically sounds like a huge, massive silence. We're going off to now. We're next up. We're going to Aura.
Why?
Or as you fall to the ground, you take 23 points of blood damage as you smack the edge of your collar to the ground. And as you do, you hear a resounding thud. And then you hear silent sound. The sound of pitter-pattering feet. The sound of all the waves around you crashing against the hull of the ship. And then you see approaching you a small children, pale and skinny, clothes ragged and covered with red crimson. And they're approaching you with smiles on their faces and fangs bared. They approach you slowly in a mocking sense of joy. Not that bad.
Are they T-posing
this reminds
as
me
well?
of a certain meme.
Yes. Or what are you gonna do?
Aye! And I will put up shield.
Alright then.
Smart.
Next up, we're going to Alan.
Oh man, I could have feather fall.
You hear something very ominous. You know that sound of So anybody saw that Godzilla movie that came out recently?
Yes.
So basically you hear the sound of that giant thing walking out of the ocean, all those waves parting as you're approaching this thing. It is tremendous. It's a ringing in your ears of how loud it is, and especially you, Aura, who's at the bottom. You're hearing it all around you. It is a cacophony of the worst percussion you've ever heard in your life. Alan! If you want everybody to shoot at the same time, I need you to make me a persuasion check.
You are monk. You have courage. At least.
No.
Oh, here we go.
Monks of wisdom.
Really?
Yes.
Oh no, I switched to fighter.
Oh yeah, you did. That's right. You've been given that privilege.
Oh yeah.
Everybody, fire! Fire!
Oh no! Favored by the god.
Favored by the gods? You're sorcerer too?
Yes. Let me reroll that shit.
Wait, is that really something you can do?
I can add a 2d4 and hope I high roll.
Fear with the goal. If you fail a saving throw or miss an yes, okay, cool. Sure. Roll 2d4 for me.
Please.
Look!
No!
Wait, I gotta see this. No!
It's just 10.
Okay, wait. Now let me roll something. Everybody looks at you. They seem to understand. But when only 3 of them seem to know how to use cannons, and you yourself don't, the other two don't, and one of them's covered in blood, and they seem to have lost a bunch of their morale with a literal lizard being blasted back in.
Wait. Remember last time when I was inspecting the cat?
No. I'm gonna play that into here. Don't worry. You know how to use it, but you don't have proficiency in it.
Oh god.
Yeah. So you can roll a d20 and add your... I'll say you can add either one of your mental stats, which will either use your wisdom or intelligence, or you could add your... Okay then. So, roll that. You need to get above a 12. Everybody else, the dwarves are going to be able to do it at timing because they are... You have your karma with them, so they are able to listen to you very well for this.
What was it? A d20?
Yes, a d20 plus 2. Sorry, a d20 plus your intelligence if you're doing that, and you have to beat a DC of 12.
But... No!
Is your favorite by the god things only once a day?
Wait, 1d12.
Once per short rest.
It's 12.
No, it's not. Alan, what's your intelligence?
Yeah, he rolled 1d12. Please tell me.
Isn't just 10?
No, it's your intelligence. You said you're rolling with intelligence, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
So what's the intelligence modifier, Alan?
0.
No!
Why didn't you roll with your charisma?
Oh wait, I could have done that?
I said you could roll with one of your mental stats, which is intelligence.
Oh, okay.
So
Can you change
if
it?
you roll with your charisma, I'll say that you talk. You basically talk your way into it. Also, you're rolling
That's much better.
Yes, you're rolling with advantage, by the way, because you inspected the cannons earlier. So because of that, you get 4 people to fire as soon as one person doesn't fire So, as you shoot, there's a resounding thud. You hear the wood splinter and crack. This sound is not too pleasant to the dwarves and you because you don't like the sound of fine craftsmanship being destroyed. But you understood the situation you're in. The recoil of the cannons is enough to blow everybody back, but just enough to cushion the blow for everybody by a cannon that's shot. Not everybody else. So, wait for a second.
So everybody is now dead.
Yeah, the things
In a second silence, your ears clog, your eyes water, your mouth dries, your hands tremble, and your movement feels wrong. Everybody hears the crashing sound of wood being destroyed, metal being bent in the wrong way, chains being snapped, barrels being exploded, rock carving its way through a ship like butter. Splinters and debris, metal shards, wooden stakes, every sort of debris possible, even bits of gold, fish, pieces of animals that were in boxes, flown about the place. It's pitch dark. Only the people with dark vision can really see what's going on in a very dramatic grayscale. But basically, you're engulfed by dark waters and millions of pieces of splintered wood and metal.
Oh, lovely.
Alan, you are flung back and you hit your shoulder on the side of the mass center through, but somehow you manage to grab onto you and the dwarves managed to somehow coordinate grabbing onto your bedrolls and cushioning yourself up enough that you guys don't take too much, but You hear a unlikely sound of, you know that sound when you stick a pencil through paper? That quick but very sharp sound? You hear that a few times as the bits of splinters of wood, metal, and whatever else pierces and shreds your bedroll before you hit the cool, dark water. Shaq, you get the worst of it. Because as you sideline along this giant piece of rock, you smack right into the side of the actual wheel. You're holding on to dear life. You're gonna make me do you want to use Dex or Strength to hold on?
Dex.
Fine, Dex save. Alright, you hold on like dear life. Your teeth somehow manage to dent the edge of it as you're holding on, but you smack into it and you knock your head into it. It almost feels like you should have been knocked out, but you managed just enough to hold on to it. But then you feel a not so gracious feeling as your horizontal starts to go vertical. And then your dry becomes cool, becomes wet, and then not wet, because I'm very much confused if you're wet underwater, if you are.
Maybe?
But you basically slam into it, and then there is darkness. Everybody is tossed about. The water is cold like ice, or your scales turn blue.
Oh.
Your eyes turn black and yellow. Your tail extends out just a little bit, and your shoulders also extend out just a little bit more. You have now become a white dragon for this situation.
Yay! I get to swim about! Hopefully I don't die!
So,
I wanna live.
there is pitch darkness. Then you guys hear the sound of waves. But not the sound of waves as you are underwater. That's gone. You hear the sound of waves as if you're on a beach. Everybody is dragged onto this map. Let me just drag you all there. Somehow the three of you idiots have managed to end up in the same area. You guys hear cold water. You guys are covered head to toe, soaked all the way through to your bone and marrow with icy cold salt water that's bitter to the touch.
What?
Bitter to the touch. As in that feeling you get when your hands are like in salt water and become sticky.
Ooh.
But it feels corrosive. As you step, making your first wobbly steps onto it, Toka, you feel your legs give way under you as you crash back into the shallow brine of it. You feel blood and warmth in your calves, shoulders, back, and chest. You also feel an unfamiliar weight under one of your shoulder blades.
Well then. I wonder what that is.
As you move forward, you can tell it's something that shouldn't be inside you.
Oh.
Every step you take is excruciating pain. 1 damage for each 5 feet you take until you take this thing out.
I'm gonna get to shore, so that's 3 steps.
Yep. You manage to crawl your way onto shore. You see a lady next to you. Her incredibly beautiful dress is torn and shredded and dull. Her face, looking like if it had makeup on it, is very much disheveled, but her actual posture is still prim, proper, and strong. Rianu, as you approach out, you have a throbbing pain in the back of your head that extends all the way down to your coccyx. Your butt is incredible pain. The back of your thighs feel like if they were beaten relentlessly with a wooden rod.
Oh my!
And your shoulders feel as if you have been hoisting barrels of concrete for days on end without letting them down. There's also a very unfortunate feeling in your hand as you see that your hands are still vice gripped around your metal rod.
Well then.
because that's what it is.
It's not that. It's a
Okay, fine. Your hands are vice gripped around your nice sharp bow.
I'm done with
It's unbreakable.
Alright.
It's short and stubby, just for a crossbow.
What was it? It was nice and throbbing.
Yeah, sorry. It's a bit of a knob.
Oh.
So basically, you still have your thing in it, but your hand
Oh,
is
why? You should be sticking your
hand
thing
is
in those.
curled around it in a way that if you try to open it, there's intense pain shooting through your knuckles, your hand, all the way up to your forearm and bicep. Like, you know that kind of grip that you've had? Like, if you're holding a wheelbarrow with heavy weight, and you haven't,
That released
Dead man's grip.
Yes.
but like 10 times.
Lysh, you pass, as you approach through the water, it feels warm to you. You don't seem to get this disdain for the water itself, but there's a lot of salt water going through your teeth. Oh wait, that seems unnatural. There's a lot of things in your back, things in your chest, things in your arm. There's also seems to be a lack of teeth, that your tongue seems so eager to explore. Your eyes feel incredibly bloodied, and there's also seems to be a lot of scratch marks along your body. Very deep lacerations. In fact, so much so that, although you are a white dragonborn right now, your scales are kind of coated pink and crimson.
Oh!
It seems almost as if they are outlined in red, as the watered-down blood drips through the creases. Everybody, you're reduced to 10 hit points, by the way. Alan, this is before you took those steps.
Okay.
I'm just covered in shrapnel of all types.
Yes. You're covered in shrapnel. And the worst thing is, you're covered in that magical shrapnel that you learned about earlier.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna try and yank that shit out. And use my healers.
Make me a medical check at advantage.
I use prestidigitation to warm.
At advantage, Alan, you manage to reach your hand back. You reach one hand up, realize that, oh no, that's where the shoulder is actually touching. And you choose your next arm. And using your feline grace and agility and kind of flexibility, you grab it, and with a unceremonious yank that sounds more like as you pull it out of your skin, there's a lot of blood dripping. You feel like your back is covered in a cape of warmth, but with your healer's kit, you somehow manage to reach back there and quickly patch it up. You can tell that whatever you did in the back there is not in any way up to par, but it's just enough for it to hold it in place. You are going to take 2 points of damage from just like trying to stab yourself quickly enough to hold this in place with your like stitching, because what you've done basically is like a poor man's stitch, where you just stabbed in, pulled, stabbed in, pulled, stabbed in, pulled until you felt less blood falling out.
Oh.
The lady next to you approaches you. Little one, are you okay? No, you're not. You really are not.
No, I am not
Puts
fine.
a hand on your back. You feel incredible pain and then soothing, cold feeling. She looks at you. This will relieve you a little bit of the pain, but I cannot heal that. It is too deep. You gain 5 temporary hit points, and the pain in your back is numbed for the next hour.
Thank you.
Rihanna, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna look around, see if I.
You've managed to warm yourself up, and your clothes are dry. Everybody's the few people who look in your direction are kind of like, jelly of this?
Okay, I walk over to you.
That's a dwarf with bloodshot eyes, hands in the sand, looking dead right down, his face shuddering and he's coughing up a lot of seawater.
Come over to him, and back and press the woman.
He warms up, but he keeps coughing.
Can I check to see if there's a figure out what the medical wise?
Sure. Roll me a medicine. You can tell that he's wet. He also seems to be a bit upset. Maybe a little spaghetti upsetty about nearly dying to a shipwreck. Also, the sheer fact that he doesn't know where his friends are might also help there. There's also that really big fact that there's a lot of shrapnel in his chest, including, as you can perceive, hopefully,
At least my eye.
you can see that he has, in some situations, have a giant metal rod or a giant metal piece of shrapnel stabbed into his abdomen. It looks like a bit of a cannon.
Huh.
As in, it's stabbed through his liver, through his back, and bent in a way that if it's pulled in any direction, it will kill him.
I
Lovely.
look around. Do we have a healer?
The orc looks at you. He shakes his head. The tiefling kind of gives you a second glance, but then keeps walking. Keeps kind of holding onto the edge of a ledge where there's some rocks there. You see a man pull up behind you. He walks up proudly through the water, covered in stab wounds and blades, and
The
holding a
manliest
cow,
man.
his body covered in a full plate of armored knives and blades, using a patchwork of stitched sights weaved into a cape extending into the brine itself. Ah, I see. You're one of my kind. I too can create blades for my. Oh no, you are. You're dying. Oh no. I think. Yeah, you're
notice.
sounding exactly like him, except you lack a lot of blood there, Mr. Rianu.
You know how to produce potion or something? Does he look? Oh,
I don't know what he needs, but I can tell what he needs right now. He walks around to a side. You can see Philgear. He's kind of on Philgear's blind side. He puts a hand out, and he seems to like open up a small little thing in his hand. That's some white. It's like it looks like, you know, when you kind of put your mouth and you blow bubbles into like soda, how the foam rises. It's basically that, but it seems a lot harder, like it's made of calcium. Kind of like you know when Ichigo gets cut, how his like hollow form kind of bleeds out like that. But basically that forming his hand, and he basically creates a long great sword. He raises it up by Philgear's neck. This could help him.
wait! Come on!
You really want this poor man to die?
Wait, whoa, there.
About to kill him.
Don't argue with me.
No, I know some healing things, please.
We're going to Lysh. Lysh, what do you do?
Am I gonna take damage if I move?
No, you're okay for now, but you are definitely at 10 HP right now, and you are in pain.
I'm gonna take a health potion.
Actually, no, wait, you took damage before. You're at 3 HP.
Yeah, I'm pretty much almost dead. I'm kind of crawling on the beach.
You crawl up, and you realize you actually, because you're kind of looking at the sand there, faithful. The sand is red. Like, you know if you go to a mesa, how it's red? Like red.
Oh. That's
It's
weird.
also very dingy, covered in like moss. Like each little grain of sand is covered in like moss and mildew. It's wet, it's soggy, it's not dry, it's annoying. And it's sticking to your
soggy.
scales and making them very much irritated. It feels like your scales are itching a bit.
Oh, okay. I got this little disgusting feeling all over. You
Yes,
know.
you do. Covered in spikes, covered in blades, covered in splinters, covered in shards, covered in blood, and covered in wet sand. You're not having a good day, as
I'm not.
as the sand is getting in between your scales, your newly formed scales, and your skin is incredibly sensitive right now. So basically, there is sand in your vagina. Your vagina being your whole body.
Yeah, I got sand places I didn't think I could get sand. Alright, I'm just gonna roll over. I'm gonna chug a health potion. As that gives
You
me...
roll over, you regain those 10 HP, and you just kind of like
Okay.
roll out on the beach.
Okay.
Just enough of the water is rolling up for you just to wash off some of the sand, but for the most part, you are still semi-submerged in water, just lying down there trying to regain some health and sort of get over this.
I'm gonna
pain
start
in your body.
plucking stuff out of me slowly.
Yeah,
Just kinda lay
as
there.
you're breathing, you feel some phlegm build up in your chest and you spit out some water.
Okay.
As the water leaves your throat, it tastes like watered down Sprite.
Ew. Not quite right.
Liam and I, the only person doesn't mind that.
Liam is not.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so Toka, Rianu, and Lysh, what do you want to do?
I try to convince him not to kill my new friend. I'm like, look, there's still a chance, okay?
Yes,
Can I?
he might die. I don't want
I'm
that.
coming!
I don't want him to die, so let me do
Please,
it.
no!
What do you mean do this? Is this sword magical or so kind?
Did you just see how it came out of my hand?
I really don't trust giant magical healing great sword.
Okay. Sure. Make me a persuasion if you want to try to like convince him to not do this. He will do a persuasion in turn. I need to bet something here, so.
Guys, who's good at persuading people?
No, Toka, you need to do this. This is you or it's between you and Rihanna to try to convince him because unfortunately Lysh doesn't have the conviction you have to save this person because she didn't get to interact with them.
Nope.
Because Aura missed that session.
Sorry. Trust me, I wasn't having fun.
Well, I failed.
So what you're saying is do it horizontally, like cut him in half that way.
No.
Rihanna, are you gonna do it?
I'm gonna try.
Doesn't sound like an efficient way to kill somebody.
Okay. So he looks at you, and he says this. Neither of you are holding the sword right now.
Hold on!
And
Wait! What's going on? I don't understand. There's a sword thing being pointed at. What's wrong with the man?
Or are you gonna have disadvantage on that roll?
Roll again?
No, you've... Oh.
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 So, Aura, you don't seem to understand what's going on, but you notice that this man is dying on the ground, and this man here seems to be trying to ease his pain in the most easiest of ways.
Oh.
This man is covered head to toe in what seems to be a armor made from knives, interwoven blades, interwoven spears. He looks like a warrior made of every weapon you would need. He has a mohawk made of a halberd blade. So, yes.
Yeah, she probably put out.
There's a swing as metal cuts through the air, and a soft thud as it embarks itself all the way through wet sand. You then hear an unceremonious thud, and no more coughing.
No.
I pet Keanu on the head.
Keanu, your pet.
What?
You get pets.
Lysh just petted you.
It's best to go out as a warrior than just a sniveling, dying man.
He had a fucking pipe through his abdomen.
He was probably gonna die either way.
This shot of cannon that was through his chest, Alan, was about the size of you.
Oh.
But as his body is sturdy and dwarven in make, it doesn't slump to the ground. It's still in the same position. But you see his head. He's no longer coughing, but his eyes are still moving around.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, then.
The man with all the blades looks at you. All you need to do is find him a new body. One that doesn't have this thing in it. Goodbye.
What do you mean?
Hold on.
Hold on, you gotta explain yourself.
What the hell is going on?
He looks at you. What do you mean?
You cut his head off, and he's alive. Swords don't do that.
You apparently haven't been to meet talking to the right swords. They
Oh,
walk-
do-
Hold on! Do we need
Yes,
a
what do you
special
need?
tool?
Okay, look. The three of you, I'll answer 2 more questions because that guy already got his.
Do we need a special tool to put the head on?
I don't know, I've never really done that.
Oh.
Usually I try to take the heads off permanently, but he seems to be needing it, so there. And Kat, what do you need? I'm gonna go now.
how is this gonna last long?
And as long as he keeps breathing. I guess.
Yes, Lux!
Oh, don't worry. No. You misunderstand me. Actually, I really can't explain this. I only really know that it doesn't kill them if I do that technique.
Okay, I guess I'll cradle his head.
Philgil looks at you. He's giving you that face he made when he tried to pet you the first time. That really awkward smile of his.
I'll pet him. I'll pet his head.
He smiles. You notice the kissing tree of that because there's another small piece of metal that's stabbed into the inside of his cheek.
I'm just gonna like try and remove that and cast Cure Wound.
Alright, you cast Cure Wounds. His teeth grow back.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right, I don't have teeth.
Whenever he's alive, I walk over to
You can choose red, green, or purple right now.
green. I'll go for the green one, use precipitation to dry his clothes on one.
He's standing there, and he seems pretty cool.
Oh, he's down?
He's pretty calm.
Oh, then I move on to anyone else that seems like it's self.
See a tiefling standing, looking directly into what seems to be something. Everybody make me a perception check, as you are now fine. Actually, except Alan, except Toka, because Toka is too busy looking at her not dead friend's head. So Lysh and Rihanna, make me perception. Nice.
What do I see is what my little peepers see.
Lysh, you gotta make a perception.
I did. I got a 20.
You're
No? Oh wait, you did. Wow, my bad. So, Lysh and Rihanna, you look around. The sand is red, the rocks are blue. There seems to be a lot of foliage around. When the foliage rustles with the sea wind blowing towards them, they shine and glisten and glow red. Due to this, there's a lot of red light and illumination being shone on this coastline here. You see some people are very much being showered in this golden red light, contrasted with the harsh shadows of the dark sky above you. You can tell that it's supposed to be midday right about now, but there's no light being casted from the sun. It seems that there's an incredibly dark overcast above you all right now. As you look behind you, you notice that the sea, way off, incredibly far, in fact only so much so that the keen eyes of the Dragonborn can see it, there is a mast a long distance out. The tide was so strong that it carried you a few miles inland.
Oh.
These waves that are approaching you are about 12 feet high, but they, for some reason, as they reach about 10 feet off, they drop down and then slowly slide in to become constructive waves, even though they really should be destructive.
I am back.
Welcome back.
You also notice that there are some random chains and fencing on a hill, a sort of cliffside nearby. And above there's a large yellow and red glowing light, seeming to extend from the entire top of it. The chains are from tall logs, maybe about 10 to 12 feet tall. It seems that there was a bit of a destruction that came by nearby, and some of the logs fell down and are now there. There seems to be two sort of small little cliff sides and a walkway leading up there. There also seems to be some sort of bridge thing higher up the cliff as you take the walkway up. There's also a lot of debris on this particular side of the shore. If you want, you could look through it to see if you find anything. You assume it's from the ship, but you notice that there are a bunch of pieces of wood here that are too old for that, or different colors than your actual ship that you are on. It seems that there are a lot of, trash ship parts here.
I'll do some scrounging.
You'll do some what?
I'll do some scrounging around. Kind of check
Roll
out
me a
some
survival or investigation, your choice.
Let's do survival.
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 Treat investigation. No, 2 in survival, 3 in investigation. Okay then. So, Or you look around and you notice that there are a lot of pieces of metal lying around the place. You also notice that there are a bunch of pieces of metal in the back of your back.
Oh yeah, I have stuff in my back.
They don't seem to be causing you much pain, but they are there. There are also a bunch of them that are lying here, like 2 to 3 rods, about 8 feet in length, of this weird metallic material that seems to be absorbing light into it.
I guess I can do detect magic again.
Okay. It's exactly the same thing I said before.
Okay. So I sense all the weird...
Yep, you can tell that this is from the ship that you guys were on. You also tell that there's a few of them near your heart.
Oh, that's not good.
Yes,
I'll go
but
up
you're
to
not getting any pain from them, which is concerning.
Yeah, that's not good. I go up to the orc guy here. Hey, could you help me get some of this stuff out of my back?
Sure, he pulls it out.
Ah!
As he pulls it out, you collapse. Your body's in incredible pain. Roll me a con save.
Woo! Pain and suffering.
Okay, cool, never mind. You don't need to make any death saves, you're on 1 HP.
Yay! I'm alive!
Incredibly so.
I feel that, like, maybe let's get a doctor. Let's see about that.
Yes, the orc looks at you. Where are we to find a doctor?
That is true.
I don't know where to find a doctor. Hold on, I'm gonna chug the other health potion.
Okay then. You have chugged the other health potion and gained 10 HP, you're not 11.
Yep, okay. That is, I have no health potions. I gotta remove those.
Yes. I look at them like, yo, do you guys have any the expertise in doctor shit? Because kinda need something.
I know how to stitch things. Says, shit, what's his name? Winston. Winston says, I know how to stitch a few things. I know how to wrap a bandage. That's about it. But we don't have either of the things nearby. And Savenchi just says, not really. Medicine has never really been my thing. But I am feeling a bit refreshed.
Lady, I don't recognize her.
No, you do recognize her. She's the person who grabbed you by the collar and asked what the fuck you were doing.
Oh, that one. That's...
My curiosity is the plants. Is this place known for red beaches? I'm gonna pull out my map.
Your map shows your homeland.
Oh, damn it. That doesn't help.
This map does not help.
This does not help at all. I put the map away.
Also, your map is destroyed. You pull out pieces of ripped paper that are soaking wet.
Ah, damn it.
And one of them has a crab on them. This crab has 12 eyes, by the way. 2 small ones, a mustache, and what seems to be the equivalent of a bone top hat.
Oh, it got an upgrade. No longer living the gangster life. That's good.
He snips twice and makes a honking noise and then poofs out of existence.
Oh.
No, only Aura did.
I kind of look around to see if
Aura and
anybody
the
else
orc
noticed.
saw it. The orc just looks at you, Aura, and just whispers, "This is a strange land."
Can I just gather some firewood while
Sure.
I hold them in my other?
There's a bunch of wet wood all around the beach. You think that you could ask Rianu to kind of dry them up for you?
Yeah.
There also seems to be these very weird glowing plants nearby. They seem to be a very bright shade of red, yellow, orange, and the mix of those warm colors. And when they shake and touch each other, the sea breeze basically shaking them, they glow and glisten and seem to, like, as soon as they touch, just enlighten for a bit and then quickly illuminate back down. But due to the constant shimmering, it's literally just shimmering and glowing. It's giving enough light. Kind of like dancing flames, but from a tree.
I see the
Moses would be very-
shrubbery. The shrubbery is very educated. They read Kant and Freud.
Wait, shrubbery can be educated?
I will go with each one to do the whole presentation and try it.
But yeah, I'm gonna keep the piece of metal and shove it in my bag. Oh.
No!
Hey, Toka. Toka, as you look around the beach, you look back at the dwarf's body with a piece of cannon in it. Although finely crafted, it couldn't handle the damage from whatever that rock was hitting it. Also, there's oh shit! A huge bolt of lightning strikes it and the body's charred beyond recognition.
No!
As you say that, it basically Thanos snaps and turns to ash. You then hear a clank as a piece of metal that was once in him now falls to the ground. Feel you in your hand, his eyes almost bulge out of his skull as he looks at this.
Well, shit. Best be getting on to finding you a body, I guess.
Yes.
You can now add one living dwarf skull to your inventory. One living dwarf head to your inventory. If you got any of the other two brothers, they would have given you advice and shit, but you got Philgio, so... Sucks for you, bro. You got the mute.
Dude, I'm right, so we is definitely true.
You assuming you got to write. So, Alan, you see that there are a bunch of places to get firewood. You
How do you spell Philgio?
Huh?
Just Phil...
F-I-L-G-I-O.
Oh.
So yeah, Philgio will now be in your inventory. He will share your HP.
Oh god.
Oh.
If you die, he won't die, he will remain on 1, but you get this one thing. You get an extra death saving throw, but if you fail all 4 of them, he dies as well.
Ah, shit.
And if
Don't
you
die.
fail 3 of them, you can choose to let him die permanently, and you live.
No.
You can choose this, but it's up to you until he gets a body.
It's a free. It's a one revive at the cost of a friend.
No.
It's a fairy in a jar!
I will make him into Iron Man.
Da,
Oh.
da, 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 da. Philgio just looks at you. Philgio looks at you, and you can just see it in his eyes. I'm more of a DC fan. I'm joking, I'm joking. I don't want you to throw him away this silly in the game.
Yeah.
So, you see that there are some places to get firewood. Also, you don't need to use your hand to hold him. He kind of attaches to the waist side.
Like, you know.
No, I was thinking more of that one guy from Lollipop Chainsaw.
That was
Alright, yeah.
Just put him up by his hair?
Yeah, kind of. His beard, actually.
Oh.
He's upside down for the most part.
But poor son of a bitch.
he's close to the boot. I guess. I don't know.
We'll get him upgraded.
Toka's your height. Booty for you guys is ankles for everybody else. So yes, you've gathered some firewood. What does everybody want to do now?
I
I'm
guess
gonna
I'm...
make a nice pile here and
Right.
shoot it with a fire.
Well, with the firebolt being shot at it, it explodes a little bit, some cinders fly off, but now there is a little small fire there, so good job.
I wanna
I'm gonna check out the shore.
and collect some fun.
Are you sure you should be touching that?
It should be fine.
So do you touch the plants?
Yeah.
Okay, you take 4 points of fire damage.
Ah!
I did warn you.
Not with your hands, most likely. They seem to be burning them. You take 4 more points of fire
I
damage.
didn't touch it again.
No, you didn't see you took your hands off.
No, it's
I don't know.
Seriously?
I'm joking. I'm joking. Besides, you're not taking 4 points of fire damage.
You take
Taking-
12.
Oh, I died. Like straight up, I still got 10 more points.
You take 3.
Okay, that's better.
Nice. So yeah,
Can I use the instruments for my poison?
Poison kits make poison.
It has like flask and stuff like that.
I will use the flask.
Oh, it has stuff to make stuff in, so I was something.
Okay. So let's see. Well, that's an alchemy kit, by the way. That you're thinking. Okay. So it contains vials, chemicals, and equipment for the creation of potions. Proficiency is the kit. So you have in this a spoon. You have a spoon, a small scalpel, a makeshift syringe. That's basically kind of one of those squishy thingies that you squish and then it sucks back thing, is it?
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know what they call that, but I think it's a syringe. You have a few vials, a few things, and you have what's the equivalent of a Minecraft awkward potion. So it's basically the makeup of a basic potion before they put the ingredient that makes it a health potion or an active potion or a poison. So it's basically liquid for 2 of those before you could add the final ingredient to make it into whatever it would actually become. It's basically just awkward potion at this point. Okay, you have that. You have this close thing you have to cut it is you can whack it with a spoon and hope it does something, or try to use your scalpel. I assume that you have a knife, which
Yeah.
makes a lot more sense to you.
I should have a dagger. I'm pretty sure I have a dagger.
I'm just saying a knife and a dagger are one and the same, fam.
Fine, a knife.
Just, saying. I don't walk around with my hand fan and not call it a spatula. This is my flat pot. We call it a pan.
You cook stuff on it. It makes excellent eggs.
Ah, yes. Liquid book, otherwise known as paper.
What?
Fine.
Ah, yes. The stripper of shoes. Socks.
Ah,
Flaccid shoes. Okay,
Oh,
so
God.
So you're gonna make an attack roll, or you need to make me a medicine check or a nature check to try to cut this properly. Medicine is 0 and nature is a 5.
Oh, damn.
8.
God damn it.
So you take 4 points of fire damage, but you do manage to collect 1 leaf.
Oh.
That you are taking the 4 points of fire damage from for holding.
I put it down. I'm done. I literally. Have
Okay, as your DM, I'm gonna say you shove it into the awkward potion.
Yes, do that.
Okay then. The potion turns bright pink. You then swiggle it around a bit. It turns orange, and then it turns into a combination of the orange and pink. It's letting out a faint glow. Also, the potion itself seems to be warming up in your hand. It's also slowly turning a bit brighter.
I'm gonna step back in case anything bad happens.
Okay then.
I rested down.
Are you going to just look at it, or are you just gonna kind of run away?
I step back slowly.
Okay, you step back. After
gonna
about a
set it
minute of
down?
looking at it, it goes from this nice light pink orange to just pure white, and it is giving off a 5-foot. It's giving off a 15-foot radius of dim light. You've made yourself a potion of candlelight.
Oh,
The plants have been, and with that nature check you made, you can tell that these plants give light off
No shit.
and seem to be compensating for the lack of photosynthesis with some sort of fungal growth instead that makes the leaves glow instead of because there's a lack of sunlight.
Oh, it's like a liquid flashlight.
Anybody who saw Lord of the Rings and knew that little liquid that Frodo had around his neck?
thanks.
Oh.
You mean the elf queen's baffle?
Yes, that basically. It's like that, but way brighter. Do you want to try to taste it, pour it out, or leave it just in the flask?
Leave it last maybe.
Okay then.
I cork it up and put it in.
Okay, your bag's glowing. Very cool. This looks very hot. Not like burning you hot, but you know like that. You know like when you now put your hand on the seatbelt of a hot day? Yeah, like that.
It's
Or
toasty.
worse yet, that feeling you get when you enter a car, a black car, on a hot sunny day that's in the middle of a parking lot. Like that. It's that feeling. Oh. So yeah, that's what you're feeling right now. Toka, what are you doing? You see the orc is holding a very unique piece of metal in his hand, by the way.
Ooh, shiny.
He
But
looked at
first thing to do, get some fucking food.
Okay then. What are you looking for to get food?
I don't know, I'm just gonna go with Lysh. Next
Oh.
sporty
Lysh!
coastline.
This coastline ends with a very sharp set of rocks that jut out, kind of like the edge of Scarborough Bay, and then it goes right into crashing waves. It seems that this side is kind of a dead end.
Ah, shit.
You notice that there is a piece of chain, a very dark piece of chain made of a very interesting reflective metal. Like it's kind of glossy, kind of reflective.
Wait, shouldn't it be that way on the shore, should it?
I mean, it definitely looks like someone's put this here. It's just old. I
Yeah,
don't
but the log it's attached to seems to be old and decrepit. Sort of, you know that kind of look of driftwood that's old. It's like that. But the chain itself seems to be holding up pretty damn well. In fact, it's spotless for the most part.
I'll try and use my crowbar to pry the wood off of the chain.
Okay, then make me a strength check. Or you can use your blacksmith tool check for this. It's up to you. Strength check or blacksmith check.
Can I help?
What is blacksmith check?
Don't you have smithing tools?
Yeah.
That's your blacksmith check. That's your blacksmith check.
What does that even use?
It's used.
It should use your intelligence. It's a mental thing. All tools use mental.
I'll just use my crowbar and have advantage on strength.
Okay, then roll me athletics or strength check. Your choice. Okay.
Alright.
You push your crowbar in and then get a nice little angle for leverage. And as you start twisting, you can feel your crowbar bending, but you know the extent that this crowbar could bend before it snaps, and you are feeling very lucky right now. And as you snap it, you hear a very loud, resounding C note. It rings, like the sound of you hit the gong right in the middle, and then leave it, like a perfect gong hit. It reverberates so much so that it actually goes all across, and it feels like it soaks up the entire land, and the sound of the sea just disappears for 4 seconds, and then it comes back. You now have 10 feet of this magic, weird metal chain.
Cool.
Black chain. Call it black chain.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yes,
do I
you do.
sense the magic?
Everybody hears this.
Okay.
And I sense magic coming from these chains?
Yes.
Something interesting about these. These are as well magic.
These chains have abjuration, enchantment, and
Magic.
transmutation magic around them.
Ship chain like a all like level 4 chain.
Like it's for a ship. Like it's huge.
Oh, like all this is a link.
I pretty much
Let
relay.
me get an image of this chain, of like the size of it, okay?
I go ahead and relay the information.
I'll probably just wrap that around me like Ghost Rider does.
Wait, isn't like one of these links like the size of your hand? Probably bigger.
No, that's not on one. Hold on.
Chip trains are huge.
Not a bunch of-
Nah, it's not that small. 1 second, Al. Give me a second. Oh, there they go. Alan, okay, this is what they look like. This is about the size of them, okay? I should have already. I'm gonna put this in God's figureless chat, my bad.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, you guys have 10 feet of that, which isn't that much. It's about 5 links.
Souvenir, I guess. Let's drag it back.
Yep, I guess
It's
so.
incredibly light to the touch. Or are you trying to help him, or is it
Yeah.
just Alan?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
or you
I'll
can't
help.
lift this up for shit.
Oh, wait, I can't, but she
But
can.
Alan, this is lightly touch for you.
I'll show it to Philgio's head. See if I get a reaction.
He smiles and tries to. He kind of makes a biting motion for it.
Ah, so you want me to bite it? Okay,
Do you bite it?
I bite it.
It tastes salty.
Ugh.
Why'd you
Philgio
do
looks
that?
at you. He kind of makes a motion to you and then kind of tries to bite it himself, but he misses.
Oh, okay.
Do you let him bite it again? Do you let him try to bite it?
Yes. Yes, not just give it to
I just stand there
Okay.
lost and confused.
He bites it. He's happy. Your
Nice.
combo with Philgio goes up 1. Right then. So,
What is Rianu doing?
After I put in my food, she's looking for a place. Like,
the tiefling you see next to you kind of walks up, walks around, and goes into a small little cave. Then sits down, rests his head on a rock, goes to sleep. Saventu goes up to a rock here, and along with Winston, and just sit down and talk. The lady starts making her way up the stairs, and, well, basically there seems to be enough driftwood around for you to make a makeshift seat that won't let sand and water affect you if you press the vegetation in.
You do.
The orc, however, is just very much bored and kind of walking around the fire. Very much worried.
there's a rock
Yeah, there is, right there. Rock.
away from fire ground, so we'll roll into it and look.
Yeah. Okay, you go sit on a rock.
I like take a damn rest.
I'm gonna. Oh, are these stairs over here?
Yes. Although the wooden planks on these stairs look very rickety and bad, you notice something with a perception check if you can. You have advantage on this, by the way.
Does Toka have eyes?
No,
Toka does not have eyes.
You seem a bit too busy with Philgio, but you do notice something very weird about these stairs. They seem to be shining a bit. That's about it. Like, you know that shine that you see when you have a flat surface that's covered in water? Like that little reflectivity. It seems kind of
Yes.
glossy. It just seems kind of glossy, but you don't think too much of it.
Like oil.
Do you want to think something of it, or inquire as a character or player?
What?
Okay. So, like, think of a flat object covered in water, like, you know that very smooth glossiness it has? That's what you notice underneath the planks, like this just length of upward in thing.
Oh, kind of looks like an oil slick.
Something like that. Or you notice that it is very smooth.
Well, everything is still very weird.
Yes, it is. Or there are very pretty plants behind you, by the way.
I guess it wouldn't be right if I didn't poke at one, huh?
Do I see a loop trying to poke it?
Not in time. You took a rest, remember?
Oh yeah.
You're burned for 4 damage.
Okay. Ow! Let's suck on my finger a little bit. Unnecessary.
It really was. There's no reason for me to say that to you.
No, I now use ghost fingers and poke the plants.
As you do, you poke your fingers all the way through, and you can feel the stem of it. The stem of it feels like glass.
Oh, that's weird. Didn't feel much.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think I should feel much with that.
I'm gonna try and like frostbite some of the flowers. See what happens.
Okay, go ahead.
I can't pick these though with my ghost fingers, can I?
No, fortunately. Alan, what you gonna do? Is it a spell or something? Okay, let me see. Well, they're gonna fail that con save.
Well,
Ah,
they are planned.
I would hope so.
I don't know, they could be sentient.
That would be terrible.
Oh, so you're not getting any high level cast right now, right?
No, just ignore that top fell. I don't know how to fix that.
I'll look on your sheet for a second, okay? Fuck, I don't even know how that's happening. Spells. Wait. Okay, well, as you describe how you do this, like describe how the magic comes out or how you actually use the magic here.
As I extend my hand out, like a blue misty chill radiates from my hand as I slowly,
Mm-hmm. So as you do,
and it
You know-
just envelops the flower.
nice. Okay, so as you chillify this, you see that the leaves itself sort of kind of fill up on themselves as they get colder, and they turn clear. And as they fill up, those like, it's a plant that we have in Trinidad that's basically like a balloon, and if you pop it, you're basically killing them.
Wait, what?
Oh,
You know what I'm talking
wow,
about, right?
that's cruel.
It's like in the same venue as those like sensitive plants that if you touch them, they kind of fold in on themselves.
I have no idea what you're talking.
Oh, those cool little dudes.
I know
Yeah.
about the tiny like grass things that you touch and they.
Yeah, that's one of them. But the next one they have that just basically like it's a pod that as it grows up, it expands because it cools air inside of it. So when it explodes, it just sends out the spores, so it grows more to a weed technically, and just makes a little pop song. It's hard to find because you find it more in swampy areas, but it's more along the lines of the first one, which is just you touch it and it kind of folds in on itself. That's what the plant is doing. It's folding in, and as it folds in on itself when it's cold, it basically turns from leaves into thorns on glass-like stems. The stems are clear except for the center, which looks like it's a red string that seems to be glowing, almost like molten lava in it. And it seems to look like it's basically as you put your hand in, it turns clear, and you see very fiery vein work of the plant itself. It's really pretty to look at, and now you can touch the plant without it hurting you. Of course, you're going to try to avoid the thorns.
Yeah.
Alright then. As you avoid it, you are able to pluck it. But when you pluck it, it's not like it cuts, it's more like it shatters where you try to break it off.
Oh, that's interesting.
You now have with you a cold piece of fireflower. I will come up with a better name soon.
So do we get
I
to
have
fight
a lot of plans
shoot
here, but I do.
fireballs?
Burning bush.
Actually, yeah, that's a good name. The Moses bush.
Oh,
You have a piece of Moses bush. Good. The carpets do match the drapes.
I
Yes, he was the one that God actually spoke to directly. In Islam, he's revered to as one of the best prophets because he is legitimately the only prophet that God spoke to directly. Everybody else got God's messages. Moses was just like, I talk to the main G.
there is no middleman here.
Mm-hmm. So, you have it in your hand now, Alan. Do you want to do anything with it, or you just gonna put it in the inventory?
Bucket that. Just bucket
Alright.
that. I'll
You
mess
put
with
it-
that later.
Yeah, you put it in your bag of holding, and it's gone. So, yeah. So then Chu and Winston are kind of chatting about near you. You hear them kind of talking about, where the fuck are we? I don't know, but we should probably rest up and then head off up this way. Maybe we could follow along and find some life. It's better than... and that Dragonborn is going into the water again.
Lysh?
I wonder if she
Consider
understands salt water in her bloody wounds are not a good thing. Then you're gonna take a bunch of pain damage.
salt water is good for wounds. It sterilizes them. It just hurts.
The sea is also filled with many bacteria.
Salt water neutralizes things. No, I'm gonna kind of look around, see if maybe I can dive in to go fishing.
Okay, go ahead. Ah, very good. Diseases.
Diseases.
I mean, she already has sand in her crack.
True.
Oh, crap.
That is-
That's not good.
There it is.
I guess I'll look for a spear or something, and maybe I can wade into water.
So, Aura, what do you do?
I kind of wander. What is it? The slight woods up here. I don't know how to paint.
So you're not
yeah,
going.
I have this, right?
So, Aura, you're not going in the water, or are you going in the water?
Well, I'm gonna go make a spear out of something.
Okay then. There's a lot of wood underneath those plants that you found. Made of glass, but that's about it. There's also seems to be a lot of driftwood about the place. But your previous knowledge knows that driftwood breaks really easily.
Yeah, driftwood's not gonna.
Okay, Alan, make me a history check to go with that as well.
Okay.
You have advantage because of the wanderer thing, don't worry. So, you are able to recall that there was indeed some light that was not yellow or red when you looked out the window that one time before you didn't notice the giant, rock in the way. So, there is a village on the coastline, or near the coastline at least, that you guys can look for. But you don't know how far it will take you to get there. But you know that if you go in the western direction right now, you would be able to follow the coastline and at least get close enough to that source of light. You don't know if it's a village, but you assume that that kind of light could only be formed from a village. But after seeing these plants, you don't know. And after seeing whatever happened with Rihanna's potion, you can tell that the white light from that and the white line that you saw before is very close to the same. You got all that?
Yeah, village up with the white light that
Okay.
Keanu saw.
Nice. Well, basically.
I'll
So-
just relay that knowledge to everyone that there's a village with a...
So Ventura and Winston look at you and they nod and happily say, alright then, well that's good. We'll head there, hopefully, after a well-deserved rest. I don't know if it's safe here. I haven't seen any creatures. At the same time, I don't know if they're like plunderers or bandits. Well, actually, this is a pirate island. There could be just some bandits and pirates anywhere, just waiting to swoop in on us. Maybe we should keep a guard or two before we rest up. Unless you all are heading off already. In which case, we'll make a guard somewhere else.
No, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to stay around here.
It'd be good to get some rest, but...
Yeah, we'll take shifts watching out.
You there, Cat. You there. Oh wait, the halfling's already asleep.
Oh god.
The halfling, you, the tiefling, and the dragonborn should really take the best rest. You guys got hit the worst. For some reason, I was going to say the dwarf should too, but his body disappeared, so I don't know where he is. Also, why are you carrying around that weird-looking furry thing by your back? Oh, that's morbid.
Yeah. I'm gonna take my backpack, right?
Mhm.
cut 2 eye slits into it.
Okay.
Put him in the back.
That's fun.
So he's nice and comfy.
You have a pseudo mimic backpack. If you put your hand in, it will bite you.
Oh! Those... Hey, I hope you two are
What
thieves!
else is their hands?
Phil Gil can watch my back.
He won't be able to warn you about anything, but he can watch your back.
I just say to him, if you see anything, wiggle vigorously.
Oh,
You you feel your back. You feel your back shake a bit.
yeah.
Anything dangerous, not not just random shit.
He shakes. Then he stops.
Okay.
Well then.
Do you lie down?
Yeah, I'll rest him down next to me.
Okay.
He's
You rest-
basically watching my back, and I'll watch the back of his neck.
Well, the back of his
What's
backpack.
left of his neck?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then you've got him there. So you're gonna dig up. So they're basically saying that the 4 of you should rest, and the other 4 will keep watch.
Yay!
So
Full health!
So basically, you 4 are going to get a long rest, and these 4 are going to get a short rest. But they're NPCs, so you guys don't care.
Wow.
We did almost kill, but you just and lived.
Phil Gil gets a long rest.
Yes, Philly gets a long rest. He regains none of his HP.
Aww.
For some reason, his body's really hard to find right now. Gone, reduced to ashes. I used the NPC to hit the NPC. So, yes, you guys regain all your hit points. Alan, you gain your extra 5. You have your extra 5 hit points from your temporary hit points. And yeah, by attack. So I want Shaq to make me a perception check. But you're having a disadvantage because you're super tired and asleep. Well, as a halfling, you're not that exhausted because you could definitely feel something going on. You shake a bit in your sleep and then it stops. But you're too tired to bother opening your eyes and giving a fuck. So you just keep sleeping. And everybody, you got your full rest. You wake up feeling like shit. Your body is sore. You have, each of you feels a bit like you're cold and shivering because you guys have been having some. So, unfortunately, having the hot fire wave blast in front of your face and then quickly the cold sea breeze blast into your face isn't really the best feeling to wake up to because everybody has basically a little common cold with them.
Oh.
Oh, I thought.
Lovely.
Yeah, you did that, which is good, but you're in a situation that's kind of putting it in a difficult one for you. However, you all have managed. When you guys wake up, you smell this. You smell burning cardboard. You guys don't know what cardboard is, but you smell what burning cardboard smells like. And you can see that the orc and the lady are near the fire. The orc has somehow managed to make a makeshift grill with the glass stems of the flowers. His hands look really burnt, but the lady is seeming to be grilling some sort of weird cross between a lobster, a snake, and a shrimp.
Oh.
Please tell me I'm looking. God, please tell me I'm not crashing.
What?
I think-
What's for breakfast? It looks
Oh,
interesting.
God.
It's not breakfast. It is in the middle of the night. In fact, so much so that it is pitch black beyond 10 feet of these plants.
Oh.
The sea itself is only reflecting the red and yellow light, and some blue lights every now and again, but for the most part, it's just you're just hearing the waves and feeling the salt water.
What is that thing?
Hmm?
The thing that she's cooking.
She looks at you. I have no idea. We found 2 of them. We ate. Well, I didn't. Mr. What was your name again, sir? My name is Cargpin. Cargpin Rostro. Mr. Cargpin over here took a bite of it, and he enjoyed it. So now we're cooking this one to see if we enjoy it. Should be enough for 3 people, unless you guys want to split it up among the 6 of us.
I'm not sure.
Do you look for your rations? Yeah,
Why?
you find them.
Okay,
They're not there.
What do you mean? I find them, but they're not
Yeah,
there.
you find them. You find that they're not there. Find the crumbs, basically, but you see that they're literally splattered and spread all across your bag, as they've been wet for, like, you guys were in the water for a solid
Yeah.
And not only that, but you guys were in turbulent waves being crashed around with ship debris. Not only your own ship debris, but other ship debris. And then smacked onto land.
Yeah, they hit the rock there. Yeah.
A lot of things you guys have might be damaged, but unfortunately, for that, it's just mainly the cheapest things, because I'm not going to have you guys damage the expensive stuff like your weapons, your crossbow bolts, or your potions, or shit like that. Or your equipment, like your tools and stuff. But rations, some cloth, your clothes itself, like that kind of stuff. Maybe some buckles and all that. That seems to be a bit damaged and stuff.
All our torches are wet.
Yep. Yes, they are. But luckily for you guys, these plants are giving off enough warmth to not give you hypothermia, but you guys still have the cold from the cold air being pushed upon you constantly.
Sure.
And the water that's being pushed in your ears, nose, and eyes from the salt itself. Also, everybody's beginning to feel the very unique feeling of something that's going to happen in the Wild Magic table now.
Woo! I haven't done terrible
boy.
things yet. Fun. What was... That is placed here.
So let's get this thing going. Look away.
Let's cause some troubles!
Because there's a chance there's an effect that's not going to really affect any of you at all, so I don't want you to look and know.
I know nothing. I am John Spill.
Come on, load.
Okay then. So, Toka, you don't feel anything really, but you do feel kind of revitalized in a weird way since it's so dark at night. It feels kind of comforting. Rihanna, you feel the same way. You feel kind of comfortable that it's this dark at night, and you know, pretty cool. But you also feel something unfamiliar. You remember that warm feeling you had in your bag, your potion? It's feeling very chilly right now. Yes.
Oh.
The potion is frozen solid, but still glowing.
That is it.
Not my fault! I didn't do it!
That's frozen solid. I tried to decide to see for that.
It doesn't move at all. It's frozen solid. You hear something approaching you from behind.
I turn and ready my weapon.
So basically, these things are kind of like just D&D face huggers, as this coiled up snake with 2 pincers and 20 little mandible claw thingies jumps towards you. Make me a dex check. You don't have your crossbow attached to you right now.
Oh, no?
No, you woke up. You don't like sleep with your crossbow in your hand, do you?
I am an ex-assassin. That's what I fucking do.
Okay, so your crossbow's in your hand and you take your shot. I don't know why you do that, because that means that if you fidget in your sleep, you're gonna shoot somebody. But okay, you take your shot. I want you to make a dex save as well. It's gonna be a hand crossbow, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay then. So, you take a shot, you skewer it to the wall. The lady looks at you. Ah, yes, more food, nice. But, as this happened, you somehow manage to just smash the edge of the potion onto the rock itself.
Yeah.
So now you just have shards of glowing light.
So the glass itself is glowing?
No, the ice inside of it is glowing white.
Oh, so it's just
Oh.
like a frozen.
Shard of light.
I just like poke and I put my hand back to see that.
It's cold to the touch. So Venture actually walks up to you. Hey, can I get one of those? I'll pay you for it. The glowing rock you have, it looks like it could be used like a flashlight or a torch, and honestly, all the torches we have on us are fucking soaked or destroyed.
Yeah, kind of what I was.
No, not all of it. You have a few broken pieces there. I'm pretty sure you could split it amongst 4 people right now.
So it's shattered. Oh,
Yeah, you have 4. Well, you have like 4 big chunks and a few smaller pieces. But he's looking at one of the big chunks.
well, sure.
How about this? 10 gold for 2?
Well,
He gives you 15. I don't really have change with 12.
No.
He takes 2 shots and he goes back over to his friend. Hey, Winston. And basically they start just sit down on the edge, and like kids with new toys, they just start taking out sticks and pieces of rope and pieces of fabric and just messing around with things right now. But you still have 2 pieces of glowing rock. So much so that it's glowing and the tiefling is murmuring in his sleep about fuck you, take the light off, and turns around and just crawls inside deep into his little nook.
You never checked out the cave.
It's not a cave, it's a nook.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, I thought you said cave earlier.
Yeah, basically it's just a little indentation in there, just enough to be considered like a roof, but not enough to be a cave.
got my two rocks and
Well, I'm gonna go glaive fishing.
and I give her one like here.
Thank you. Saventi looks at you. Wow, man. She doesn't have to pay? That's sexist.
So sad.
He then goes back to what he's doing.
Hey, you offered the pay. I wasn't. I keep one for myself to use since I don't have doctor.
So, Toka, as you approach the water, you can see something weird happening. As you approach it, it starts to become frostbitten, and then into little frosty shards. And then turns to ice as you get closer. But of course it breaks with the pressure and movement of the waves around it, so as you approach the water, it just gets really fucking cool.
So we just constantly hear the sound of the crushing ice as the waves crush up?
Yes.
Like Frozen 2 trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually watched.
Neither have I.
He just.
It wasn't bad.
Look, I know Alan well, and Alan knows his references. Have you seen some of the shit this man has sent me?
Alan is an encyclopedia of that.
Let me see. Let me find something Alan has sent me that has made me question my friendship with him. Oh, it's a wow. We just have like a Hearthstone videos, don't we?
Yeah, a lot of... Oh yeah, the helicopters then.
Yes.
Where
Oh,
he
yeah.
just rains down death.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Alan makes these meme purchases of these kind of
How was that?
just to own a hole.
Meme, sure.
Alan, do you use it?
Well, of course I used it once.
Once, right? And
And
that
I
is
just like chucked it in the corner.
I love this face. This face is great. So, yeah. So, basically, the ice is just appearing around you, but it doesn't seem to be chilling the air or anything.
Okay, this island is really.
The orc looks at you. Yeah, it is. The lady looks at you. Saventure and Winston look at you. You know, I think she's starting to put it together. Winston. Anybody have any rope that's not wet or covered in seaweed?
I can.
And the tiefling turns around. And then goes back to sleep.
Deeplin's like, what? I hope that's wet. I can try it off.
Yeah, you can. It just seems like magic seems to be really fixing a lot of the problems that we would have in a survival situation. It's a
I
good
would
thing we
actually-
have. It's a good thing we have this one cantrip that's able to do all these cool things.
Oh, what's it?
Ah, yes. Keanu Reeves, the human blow dryer.
Bush, motherfucker.
It's breathtaking.
It
Uh,
was worth it.
I feel like that's a good way to end today's session, but I want Alan to get his fish, and I want Aura to have one more moment where she does something.
I'm gonna get
Hmm.
this fish.
Okay, so you're in the water. It's dark. It's like, I'm not even joking. It's super fucking dark. Even with your dark vision, it looks like very muddy shades of gray splashing over each other.
I
Are you
extend
going-
my right hand out into the ocean and
Okay.
just like summon my moon touch.
Hey, what you doing?
Or just okay.
Aura, make me a wisdom save, Aura.
I'm trying to be plucky and heavy, but Aura just beats me every time. Like, I can't.
Sorry.
And it hurts my feelings because I'm like, Aura, play a serious character. Aura, I'm going to throw a wrench into your plans, me. So Aura, make me okay. So Aura, you are blinded as a huge bolt of glowing light expands from the hand that Toka has out. Toka, you also see a shitload of black eel-like creatures in the water around you.
I just lick my lips and just chuck the glaive and hit them.
Okay, roll to hit.
Get the fish.
Eh.
Hey,
Okay, so
Oh.
that's pretty good.
as you stab through and then sweep your glaive through, you make a arc like you know those you know the Batman animate, not Batman, but the Batman, how the streaks of his motorcycle and car kind of look.
Yeah.
You make the white version of that as you sweep through the water, and you basically cut and capture 5 of these weird things. The rest of them bolt out of there, leaving weird blooping sounds as they go. The blue lights that were in the water are now gone, and you have 5 black eel-like things on the edge of your blade. The glow of your thing is shining inside of them and illuminating them. Their skeletons make no sense.
We got that.
I just hand one to Lysh and be. You wanna try and eat this one first?
She kind of looks at it, rubbing her eyes. Hurt! Wait, what is
Just
it?
make me a con save.
Concept.
What is it?
I tried to tell them not. I'll try it.
No.
So, Lysh,
Yeah.
it goes down well. It tastes like what
Did
is
you
that?
seriously just stick it down your throat? What are you
Yep, I went ahead and ate it.
It tastes like okay, so it tastes like a salty pickle mixed with anchovies mixed with pancake batter.
Oh.
Sounds
Mom-
pretty good.
Mom,
Actually.
Mom wasn't very good with bit cooking.
It goes down well, and as it reaches the bottom and you could feel it in your stomach, it starts wiggling.
Oh.
She's
Oh.
I rubbed my tummy a little bit. Oh, that's a little weird feeling.
Yep. After you
Well-
pat it a few times, it stops.
well.
Maybe I should chew more.
Yeah.
I burp a few
Or
times.
you regain -1 hit points.
That's gonna be bad for your digestion.
So you guys go up to them, and you show her.
I'm just gonna bring the fish down.
Okay then. She looks at you. What are you doing?
Yeah, I caught these. I thought we'd just share.
Caught what?
These weird eel blackfish things.
I don't see what you're talking about.
What do you mean? I have them right here.
Can
They're
I-
wiggling on your blade. She's like, you're just shoving a glowing sword in my face, and I don't a glowing glaive in my face, and I don't appreciate it there very much.
Okay, I just unsummon it then.
You hear all of them plop onto the floor, but she still doesn't seem to notice. The orc walks up to it and just picks up one. What do you mean you don't see these things? Look at them. They're flopping around. His accent will keep changing and I won't ever remember what it is.
He'll forever have an identity crisis, huh?
Yes!
Yeah, like
Oh wait, I know what voice I should use for Shaq.
Make him gender confused and turn him into a Southern Belle.
My darkness is stronger than yours!
No.
I'm going to shove my fist up your ass!
Fucking.
Your anal will be my new glove! Tinge this
God.
to me! I am Vega! I am a balanced League of Legends champion!
I just imagine he's like shouting this at the fish.
The fish are now scared.
That's right! I use my E, therefore you're captured for 2 fucking seconds! Level 1!
Okay, so he's basically holding the fish. You see it, Rihanna sees it, Lysh sees it, he sees it. You don't know if the other tree on top there see it, but she cannot see it.
What race is she?
She's human.
Oh,
Wait,
Okay.
No,
Oh no, those
those two are human, she's a human. You're a halfling. That's a tabaxi. That's a disgusting thing. That's all.
That's
It's a disgusting scaly.
ah,
Not in my Fin-y fandom. That's some good tasting cleansing water there.
fresh water.
I wish I had.
Your anus will be my new glove!
Oh wow.
No. Stop it. Just cook the fish and shut up.
I also asked for some as an exchange for the rock.
Go. These things aren't strong enough! My anus is not good enough for fingers!
Okay, I really don't need to know what you did to the fish before you cook.
He inserts.
Cut.
He wiggles them out a bit. He bits it on the fire, it sizzles, and then she's like, what did you do? He kinda knocks back a bit. She's noticing the sizzling of it, but she isn't seeing the fish.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's weird that you can't see them. They're weird, eel-looking things.
That's concerning. I don't really want to be eating something that's invisible.
I mean, tasted fine to me.
Huh?
Huh?
Or, your cheeks starting to disappear a bit.
Oh,
Oh no.
Like the skin by your cheek is disappearing, so now you can see your your muscles and tendons and your teeth.
Oh, that's weird.
I'm sure there's a kink for that.
Then your neck, showing your vertebrae. It's actually really hilarious because your muscles themselves look like cuttlefish skin. The way it's constantly shifting and moving.
Oh.
It could be it's because of your lineage, but it's very weird to look at because it doesn't look natural to these people.
That's
I
kind of
s-
gross.
Seeing somebody's skin go invisible is probably a little weird.
It's not that it's going invisible. It's that the
Yes.
rest of the skin that's being shown and the muscle that's being shown is vibrating.
Oh, that's...
Let me see if I can find that video of cuttlefish kind of their skin because it's really quite cool. Oh, is it squid? Yeah, I think it's squid. So yeah, we're blaming Shaq for the voice of this orc, by the way.
How are you blaming? You're the one who was playing Viga and came up with this voice.
Technically speaking, League of Legends came up with the voice, and I just followed along with it.
You just ruined him.
How did I ruin him? I gave him new lore.
You can't. An obsession with stickage that people should aimlessly.
No,
Oh.
he has an obsession with gloves and wants to use you as a glove.
And you
It fits like a glove!
Why does he even have a like, well, drink this one.
Oh, so more or less my
I was
scales are
thinking
doing weird
flashlight.
things.
It's not fun. Or at all.
Care for a drink. And now I can just finish this whole thing off with just one simple motion of my hand.
Interesting.
Okay, so I kind of get what's going on.
Okay. I looked at Lysh, right?
Lysh.
Lysh, right. I looked at Lysh like, you eat one of these things?
Maybe?
At this point, half her head's invisible, and her hands are starting to go invisible.
Okay.
Oh, well!
You hold her hand and do not let go.
No, her clothes isn't going invisible.
Oh, just
Yeah. I always found it quite stupid when it closed turned invisible. That's really retarded.
invisible.
No,
man.
just... Apparently I'm turning invisible.
Yes.
Or I'm blending in, one or the other.
No, you're actually just turning invisible.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully that isn't permanent.
Yeah. But do you have one of those eels for
All the eels are on the table right now.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually no.
Wait, didn't
One of
the
them
other...
was eaten by Lysh. One of them is in Vega's hand. And 3 of them are held by Toka right now.
Can I have one of his roast? Yeah.
Yeah, we're roasting them.
So all of them are
With
roasted.
no
never mind.
question.
You should really go get your own ingredients!
Do
Hey,
I-
we're in a tight situation. I'm
does
pretty
she
sure no
feel
one
weird?
owns them.
It's what we need!
Food that makes
The
us
darkness in your soul can only be sated by the darkness of these fish!
I'm gonna stick with the food that I thought I'm not eating.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess I'll have an extra.
Okay, so you
yeah.
guys. So she cooks it, and you're gonna eat it.
Well,
Roll me
I-
a con save.
Come
She
on.
hands you a piece of the lob shrimp snake door.
Yep.
And Lysh, what are you doing?
I'm just kind of watching myself turn invisible.
It's very weird seeing the inside of your hand and then the inside of your bones and then realizing that, wow, the insides of your bones and the actual bones themselves seem to be glistening like diamonds. Oh look, it's going now. Ah, okay.
Oh, it's gone. I no longer have a hand.
You're
Can I-
you're totally invisible now, by the way.
Oh,
Okay, so all of you somehow managed to get low rolls.
oh.
Alright then. So, Toka, you vomit up the food, but you do somehow manage to think that it tasted bad, but rather that the texture of it wasn't to your liking. So you feel like if you take it a second time, it will go down better and actually fill you. Lysh, you
Oh wait, was I supposed to do a
are
concentration?
totally invisible.
Yeah.
All that's remaining is that your gums are glowing.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that
It's a
is.
faint glow. If you were to look at it in sunlight, it wouldn't be apparent, but in the darkness of night, it's very weird just seeing just rows and rows of white circles in your mouth, where your mouth would be. And
Chop,
Keanu,
chop, chop, chop.
Mr. Rianu, Mr. Keeves, with your 9, it tastes nice.
That is somehow worse. That is so much worse. Anything else? Do I feel any weird?
You feel very you feel kind of sad that it's really dry on the inside, like it has no liquid to chew or suck out.
By the way, I pet the cat's back.
Toka, you feel claws running down the back where your stitches were.
Ah,
Oh,
fuck.
oops.
Ah,
Oops, I stopped. Sorry. So
And
I'm
at this
just
point-
floating armor, aren't I?
Yeah, you're floating armor, clothes, and some in your bag, and whatever else. But then, you see Servant you and Winston approach you guys. Hey guys, check what we made. And they hold out 4 torches. torches have your broken light shards on top of them, and he hands them to you guys. So the shards are big enough, and also they glow a lot. So what we did is we took some of the reeds, the glass stems from what Mr. I guess your new name is Vega now. The darkness in your soul!
He definitely had like sex with his mouth in his fucking head, I swear to God.
So we used the stems he got from sticking his hand in and literally just uprooting a plant or two, and basically made a glass ring around the shards and tied it up nicely and tightly. Used some wax we had on and made these. They're just kind of like torches, but we could hold them like this and not burn ourselves. Yeah, that's about as much as we're able to do. Also, we kind of put this leather flap here on top of it. As you can see, I no longer have my sleeves, and neither does Winston, so... Yeah, but now you can kind of take it and just cover it on top, and basically you just tighten there, and it's no longer glowing and doesn't even glow through it anymore.
Oh,
so, yeah.
That's sweet.
Well, we're going to hold on to two of them. You know, one for me, one for him, but I think I'm going to give one to you there, Mrs. And I'll give the next one to... What the fuck is going on? Why is the armor floating there?
I wave.
Oh.
Hi!
Hi, are you the Dragonborn?
Yeah, don't eat the eels raw.
Why would you eat anything raw here?
I mean, I don't know, it looked good.
You're not a lizardborn, you're a dragonborn, you cook things!
Ah, that was interesting. Also, you haven't had my mother's cooking. I don't think you can really call it cooking.
He just looks at you. Not sure where your eyes are, so he's just looking at the middle of your throat.
I kind of put my hands over my chest, but it can't be noticed.
He hands one to the lady, and he holds the last one. He's like, for some reason, I don't think you should be handing some sort of staff. I need a needlessly large rod. But you already have like 2 shards.
I gave her.
Oh, what?
She has food. I need food, so I'm in a trade. Like how
Well, we caught that.
Wait, what? You guys caught it?
Yes.
Sorry, I just got up.
She hasn't been able to see almost anything that we've cooked, that we've been catching.
I just assumed that she caught. Apologies.
You need to not reassess your values of the sexes. I'm glad you think that a woman was able to do all of this by herself. Good on you.
Personal sexist. No, I'm not sexist.
Either way, sorry, buddy, but I paid for these. I'm gonna give it to the.
That's fair.
But honestly, your group should be doing fine. If you want, I could probably try to make the next one, but it's gonna cost you 12.
I look at it like, well played. Well played.
Smug look on the guy's
it
face.
should be able to hold on to whatever it is. Oh, for some reason, I don't know, but this ice doesn't seem to be melting at all.
Indeed, I've had it, but it's not melting. Even the tiny little.
He puts it literally over the fire itself. It doesn't do anything, but it starts to glow brighter and brighter and brighter, and then he's like, okay, I'm pulling that back. My eyes were starting to hurt. He then covers it. It is literally... So, you know when, fuck, what's that one? It's with Jim Carrey playing the... Scrooge.
The right?
No, Scrooge.
Oh, Scrooge.
Christmas Story.
No, not Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh,
A Christmas.
the Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
You know
Sorry.
where Jim Carrey is playing Scrooge in Christmas Carol, where he takes the horn and covers the Christmas past, goes to Christmas past, and it's glowing like that. Basically, that's what he does with the cap. So you all now have the equivalent of a permanent glow stick.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, it was the...
So yeah, so he basically takes the 2 other shot, the shot that you have and the shot the lady has, breaks them into 4, and now everybody has one. He's very
Sweet.
confused on where to give it to Lysh. So he kind of just punches it into her rib.
I kind of take it with both hands.
Nice.
I'm gonna experiment with it.
You also, you've been feeling, every time you pass by the oak, you feel your bag wiggle a bit there, Miss Toka.
Oh.
She says it.
Well, yeah, I mean, all the doom is shouting and anal fisting.
Oh no! I forgot about that bit. Every now and again, I hear him whisper. 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And for some reason, he's spinning this weird device that we've never seen before.
Yes. So, yes. But every time you pass by the oak, your bag wiggles a bit.
I shall not trust him.
Maybe if Phil you could talk, you would understand why. But the oak does have those pieces of metal that you tried to hand to you before. It kind of made a little bed of it right now.
Wait, he made a bed out of metal?
He kind of laid them down flat and then laid some pieces of driftwood on top of it to make it basically more structurally sound. So it's just a flat surface and doesn't have any like ricketiness to it.
Okay.
He also is using the cannon as a pillow.
Why not? I mean, he's a
just...
pirate. I guess.
I'm
counting sheep!
Yes, very nice.
2,
Okay.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4.
I don't think they can.
Oh, if that's how counting sheep works.
I just realized that League of Legends has given me over 100 different accents to use. My favorite one shall be this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And then there's Owen. Go away. I don't like you. Stop. Shut up. That was not funny. Your jokes are stupid. I prefer to go back to my hammer. I love my hammer. Fuck my hammer.
Hum.
Yeah, on.
Hair Taru time!
Oh, you know how I still have that my silver beaded?
Yep, you do.
I'm gonna try and like put the shard onto the bracelet.
So you're gonna try to take the light shard and try to put it on your bracelet?
Yeah, why not?
You
It'll be easier to hold.
He actually has a couple of flakes that are like small, like the size of your nail and the size of your thumb and index if you just circle them. That he could use. He hands them to you. He hands how much to you?
Wow.
You
Is
have,
it a
you have a handful. But like, yeah, like that's about that much, yeah.
Yep. Kind of like 5.
So he hands you 5 small bits. They're like the size of really big marbles.
Oh,
Sticky.
okay.
Yeah. So as you try to put one to your bracelet, it kind of magnet sucks its way onto it and fits itself right there. And then it forms itself perfectly into a round spherical shape.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Didn't think I'd do that.
I look at his bracelet. That's a bracelet.
Yes. But unfortunately, the other shards that you have are kind of, they don't seem to be doing the same thing and they aren't even attaching anyway at all.
Okay.
Did you do that, or is that your bracelet?
I don't know. I just put it next to my bracelet.
Roll me 1d6 quickly, please.
Can I do a history to see if I've seen something like this?
Alan, how far up is that that Word document I sent you? There it is.
I have some of the words.
I know. I think I have it. So just give me a second. So Raj, roll for me.
On a 5.
5. I believe that's Give me 1 second. Stop. See. Look away.
Oh.
DM secrets! Go on, you thought!
Okay, so the shard turns a
Oh.
faint purple, but that's about it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
I take the shot and try and like I grab my hand crossbow and just drop it on and see what happens.
It falls off.
Give me a risk.
You just sold me a piece of rock.
You gotta test these things, you know, for science.
Thanks!
I would have actually liked this. You see Civil and Truck Saventu look at you like, I actually kind of wish it was still a liquid. Maybe we could dip an arrow in it and shoot it or something.
That one, but for some reason, bro. I'll still have another one.
Well, yeah, Yeah, it froze at you, and then your friend walked into the water, and now it's freezing for a bit. And now your other friends, yeah.
I can't explain.
I'm just out of sight!
Why this one here can't see a bunch of things we're catching.
I'm accustomed to humans, but they have good eyes, I suppose.
Are you making a comment about a race?
Oh, God.
Only one that can't see, and the only difference between us and her is that, well, she's a human. So
Okay, I retract my statement about your progressive nature towards the female gender.
God damn it! That's why I showed race over gender. I much prefer to consider races than sex.
See what you're saying? Humans aren't see shit. I can see it. Winston can see
Oh,
it.
you can see it. All right, you caught it. Never mind. I'm stupid.
Yeah,
Wait.
I really don't understand how she can't see it. I guess there's something.
Maybe if she actually tilts her head down and looks at us normally.
Yeah, she kind of has her head stuck up.
Can't see it because her nose is in the way.
She doesn't pull a handcuff, pulls back all the way. I am not looking down at you. Chuck, if you don't know that, I must show you. That's the boa handcuff pose.
What the fuck is that?
That is the boa handcuff pose. You don't know the boa handcuff pose?
What is this?
Hold on, send this to us.
Okay, I need to get a really good image of this because they're very. Here's a good one. Here's one that has context in it.
But why?
Oh,
Down at
yeah.
someone's-
No, she's not looking down at you. You are too down for her to look at you.
You're gonna break your spine just to be fun.
Have you seen Oda's character designs? Females are made to do this.
Please.
What is a spine?
Everybody taking a pee.
My thing has always been, what is a hip bone?
The hip bone.
Hip bone?
So yes, you all have your glow sticks. You all have some food. You have a fire. You all have some beds, and you all have gotten a bit more acquainted with each other. You learn that Saventu and Winston are very good with making things on the fly. There's something about the rest of you that this one chick does not have in common that makes it difficult for her to see things. The orc
Is
over
it
there.
because she's black?
Is it because she's blind? I thought he was gonna say blind.
No. Well, nobody asked if she was blind or not.
Lady.
I mean, she saw the giant glowing glaive in her face.
What's going on?
She looks at you. There's 17 stars that are currently glowing in the sky tonight. You can't see them because the clouds are blocking them. But I can see them. My eyes are.
Okay, good. So then,
I can also see that there's one single blonde hair in your bed. But in your family was gay.
Oh my!
What do you mean? Isn't that what you call blondes in your country?
No,
Yeah?
I don't think so.
Haven't you ever had a gay time before? It's a popsicle from down south. Haven't you ever been to Australia?
Not from Australia.
They go down from down under?
Yes. They have a lot of lightning mages over there. They call us the Dunda from down under. Okay, so back to the actual thing. But she says that she's not blind. She can see very well.
Oh.
There must be something about the rest of you that is different from me.
Well, I know that I feel a little, transparent.
Hold on.
Yeah, he could see right through you.
Just read me like a book, huh?
Wait, hold on.
Yes.
Did you get any injuries from the shipwreck at all?
Oh, I had... Ooh, wait, me?
The lady.
Oh, the lady? She
Oh.
just moves her clothes on her scarf and shows that there's a large gap running from her collar down to her chest. But then she blocks it there because she's like, you're not going to see my chest. But then she shows her stomach and it goes all the way down there. There are also a bunch of like scars and splinters across her back and everything.
Did you get stabbed at any of the magical, method? Maybe that's what's a lot of it.
I honestly don't know. I can't tell a magic metal from a real metal.
Well, I try to point at. I point at the suit of armor flowing. There's like, I think she can detect.
I can try to take a look at your bat. I don't think I'll really need to detect magic to find the metal. Yeah. Can I start pulling out splinters and whatnot out of her back? Is that medicine?
God! See, Alan got the reference. But also, like, who can... Okay, so... What did you say they were?
I'm gonna check her back for metal chunks or something, or anything. Or start
She
plucking
kind of
out.
looks at you like, I do not really trust you to be by my back if that's okay with you.
Oh.
It's already difficult to let people see me. It's already a little bit more difficult to let people I can't see me. Feels a little perverted.
I'm kinda here, but okay. I'll back off from her.
Also, your hands are very cold.
Oh yeah, I am a water dragon currently.
Ice dragon.
Yeah, ice dragon. Oh, yeah, sorry. It kinda
It's
happens.
okay. It's okay, I don't blame you. But that one over there kinda does scare me a bit.
I just look to myself. It's like me.
4, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh.
He's worrying me. He's changed personality 4 times already.
Yeah.
I think I haven't seen the 5th one, but I think it's there. Honestly, I feel like it'll be something kind of mid-laney.
Wow.
But not quite a...
I don't
Oh,
know
never
what that means.
His next personality is just Annie.
Well, will somebody be able to check her
no.
back?
Wanna play? Kind of. Yeah. Wanna play?
Yeah, come.
No, thank you. Okay, when are we going to leave? To put in the-
Can we play Goldfish?
So I'm joking about that part, but I think that's a good spot to end the session tonight, unless everybody wants to keep going. Because it should be about 120 right now.
Yeah, it is.
What do you mean? What do you need a phone for?
That knows.
I know what time it is. It's 120. Yes, because my computer doesn't change time.
Computer lies.
My computer's ahead of us always.
Okay, I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Good night.
Wait.
Adam.
Don't forget about the items you got. Everybody, you've garnered 1,000 experience in this whole situation for surviving it.
Versus education for the win.
Being creative, doing survival things, and also dealing with my antics because now I've come up with the ultimate character. 2 of the ultimate characters. Bleedy Big Blades and I Am League of Legends combined.
He has 150 from the balance of his.
My brain is segmented so many times it's basically here.
Maybe over here.
Oh yeah, wait. What's a good accent to use next? Ivan.
No.
Okay, fine. How about Rakan?
Oh,
I'm gonna slap you!
it almost
Shut up,
hurts. The
loser.
Or can I?
I'm the sexiest thing alive. So you gotta die. Is that like a compliment or is that a burn?
No, it's a compliment with.
That is a good compliment then. I'm gonna use that for a character. But yes, everybody did a good job tonight. Have fun. Thank you for joining me tonight. Next time, I would like to start a bit earlier, if that's cool with everybody.
Yeah. Now that I'm properly set up.
Yes. So, I have one question. Aura, you need to add a feat to your class or an ASI, you're level 4. Alan, which feat did you choose?
Oh, I want 3 fighter and 1
yeah.
sorcerer.
Yeah. And Chap, you chose sharpshooter. Yeah, you chose sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's out of there.
So, I just wanted to be pointed out really quickly that I literally put you guys there to walk up the stairs and then follow to go to the town.
But I had 10 health. I'm not risking that shit.
Yeah, I know, but I was kind of hoping you
No,
guys. I was kind of hoping you guys would transition pretty quickly to, hey, look, there's a stair. I should go up it. I don't know if I need to do what they do in video games, so they have like a path illuminated for you all, but I think I'll do that in the next one.
Just have to straight up
It's a giant
torches.
floating arrow.
Yes.
Oh,
So somehow you guys decided, you know what's a good place to stay safe?
On
Where
the
the
beach.
water is. Not where we could go to Highland and see everything around us and hopefully go something. It's not even like you all saw the bloody fucking tower. The literal tower on the map.
Ah! You're
They're
silly.
probably like, what the fuck are these people doing fucking around on the beach?
Yeah, I was gonna give you guys some combat, but then I thought, they're probably gonna die if I do that.
Yeah, 10 health is a bit.
And also, I think that no matter what I bring out, nothing is more terrifying than having to deal with this orc.
True.
Let's not forget that you described that plant too goddamn interesting. As a poisoner, I'm gonna be interested in the plant. That's my defense.
Nah, man, you're just a very shut-in botanist. I'm here for the poison! But really, I love the flower. Oh, it burned! It burned me! A poisoner. I will poison you with this. Makes a potion of light. I will illuminate your blood to find you later.
Like, seriously, I'm out here trying to make poison, and I'm making potions of light. Like,
Ends up like making a cure for cancer.
You don't know how difficult it's going to be to make a potion.
I'm gonna walk into a store and be like, just like stealth into a store, and like, oh my god, they do poison!
What?
You know, dude, I need to memorize that.
Yes, you do. And I will memorize in return to you. But at the same time, do you do poison? What? Poison! Do you do it?
Wait, Aura, do you know that one, right? They do poison me.
Or I don't do their right
No.
friend anyway. I shall get this for you guys because everybody needs to see it. Alan's like, it's like I think a minute long.
Yes. Actually, they have like 6 of them.
There are
Like
6
a
of them,
lot.
but I'm going to show Alan the best one because he has to go to sleep now. So sorry, but I just wanted you to watch it slowly because this is a really funny thing.
Face.
Oh. Okay, so I'll put it in God Circles. A name that I don't even know why I kept, but here, Alan, just watch that video.
Or you too.
Or
No,
you too.
You need to understand the brilliance of this.
Either way, night guys, good job. And I'll see you all hopefully, or I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, we'll see you tomorroam, hon.
I don't know if I can make that one.
Wait.
Yes, this is my house.
Yes, what did I say? Never mind. I'm just gonna help her with a sheet so that she doesn't miss today.
Yeah, feel free.
like you forget something bad.
Go ahead, do that. Feel free to throw the weak sorcerers get a lot of little shit. Especially wild magic sorcerers.
Yeah.
Wild magic sorcerers get a little shit, but they can do a lot of shit because they have a lot of spells, and they have one of the best abilities in the entire game for spellcasters. I've run out of spells. I will make more. I've run out of really cool abilities for my spells. I will make more.
You know, that's how we work, apparently.
I can cast one spell.
Toka has the power of God and anime on her.
Wait, she cast one spell. What?
She can cast 2 for 1 spell on a sorcery point. She can literally cast firebolt at 2 different people. Can't be the same person, which I think is stupid, but I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
What? Why not?
It's
I
for
don't know.
balance reasons, Shaq.
Fine. Then they cast 2 fireballs.
No,
Fuck
it's only
balance.
for
Single
Fireball.
target spells.
Yeah.
Another magic.
But you could basically you could do what's the one for long range?
Extend?
Distant
Yes.
spell on a touch spell.
Oh, spells.
No,
Spells.
distant spell.
Oh.
Distant spell and add 15 feet of range to like inflict wounds. Inflict wounds does so much damage because it requires you to get close to somebody. If you can do this from 15 feet away, you can basically inflict one of the strongest spells in the game from a distance.
Safety!
Okay.
But the thing is, inflict wound, you need. I always think inflict wound, you need to have a good story reason why your character has it, because clerics get it.
Well, they are on the field.
I like to
Counterbalance.
picture it as like a molester priest, right?
Seriously,
I knew you would go there. I was going more for one of those guys who's just really into cutting, really into being a doctor, not for the healing part, but for the getting into it part.
Hero syndrome?
No,
We'll make a
more
dilemma
like
to fix it.
more like a sociopath
Hey, look.
hiding his
I'm getting paid to cut people open.
Yeah.
Yes, they live after, but that's not my fault.
He's a high functioning person.
I'm a functioning transsexual.
That is not
Trans.
what I was talking about at all.
I'm a
Trans
sweet
French.
transvestite from
Transsexual! Transylvania!
I'm confused with it. Like,
What?
Either way, everybody watch the video and good night.
Good night.
No, wait.
Do we want to do anything after? Alright, everybody's good night. Alright. Oh, we're gonna see about causing some troubles here in a little bit. I guess we will be right back, and yeah, we'll get something sorted out.